Welcome, it is I, the TheMentok, the Prophet, YouTube Savior. Why can't I hear myself? It's one of those things where I can't hear my own microphone. It turns on and off sometimes, and I gotta like reset it before it works properly. But whatever, we'll power through it. Maybe if I turn up my mic a little, there we go. That sounds a little bit better. What is going on? Star in Sora, Soniki, Mio Kone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream today. We're doing another lovely live reading of Sonic IDW because I had such a good time last time. So I gotta continue the tradition. Maybe I'll do this every Friday. I don't know, like if people don't want to watch it, then you know, like maybe I'll figure out something else. But for right now, I'll try these out every Friday and see what we think. So today I'm gonna finish off the first saga of the Sonic IDW comics, and yeah, we're gonna see the exciting conclusion of what goes down. So I'll give a quick recap before I get into that, but I have everything ready here. Let me see. I don't even know what my buttons are anymore. What's going on? How's everybody doing today? It's what, the second week of the new year? This new year's already flying by like crazy, man. I can't keep track. All right, let me switch to my buttons here. And let's throw on my chill music. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, wrong side. There we go. I forgot my windows were switched here last time. Okay, cool. So we're getting back into IDW. Last time we had quite a bit of fun. As everybody knows, I'll just do a quick recap. I've been actually working on catching up to the latest issue, but I'm still not fully caught up yet. But this is something that I read way back in 2017, and I wanted to kind of share, just I guess do a reread and start from the beginning and share this with you guys. And if anybody who hasn't actually read this already, I wanted to just impart that on people and, you know, see if you guys enjoy this type of writing. This has been scrutinized a little bit lately, but I think that's like later chapters. I think everybody like collectively likes this first saga and then the second saga coming up. So the only thing that we've really seen right now is everything starts to take place post Sonic Forces. So if you guys aren't familiar with the plot of that, Eggman takes over the world, and by the end of the game, you know, Sonic and the Resistance help fight back and defeat Eggman. So where we last left off is this Resistance became this restoration thing, and they're trying to get everybody back up on their feet. There's Eggman robots littered about in this like really strange organized way, which has the Sonic characters pretty confused. But they end up finding Eggman, who's completely lost his memory, and now he goes under the name Mr. Tinker, which they think he was faking at first, but he actually is a different changed man. He wants to help people and build toys for people and things like that. So they decide to leave him alone. We find out whoever's behind this was actually Metal Sonic. So that's kind of where we're picking up right now. And of course, there are some character introductions for Sonic IDW. Like we met up with Tails, Amy, Knuckles. We met the first OC character, Tangle, and Blaze the cat. So we're gonna pick up from there. Let's see. Call is, what issue are you on? I'm on issue number 8. So we got through 7 issues last time. So I think there's 4 more. So there's gonna be a relatively short stream in the sense, because I'm gonna try and read through it. But you know, your boy's always delayed on stuff. I take forever to, I stall. Your boy's a staller, you know what I mean? So yeah, one more thing, guys. So my voice is kind of in and out because I'm a little under the weather. I'm not like crazy sick, but I have a little bit of a cough. So if you guys see me get into like a little coughing fit, I'll mute my mic so you don't have to hear that. Today I got my tea ready for me, you know, so I got my lemon ginger echinacea mixed up here and ready to go. So anytime I feel any scratching in my throat, I'll just go ahead and give this a little sip. So anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat today. I have not read past 8. I've read these before, so I'm rereading these again. I'm like way up to issue, I can't even keep track anymore, but hold on, let me get back to my library. I'll tell you exactly where I left off. So all my other comic book purchases are in here. So I would say I'm up to issue.
Goomba! Walk tall, be proud. Go Goomba!
Join the Goombas.
Join the Goombas.
Otis, welcome to the chat, bruv. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Shout out to my boy Otis for the donation, saying I got your medicine right here. Oh man, this is actually, we're off to a great start. So you know what I'll do today? Like, since I can't take shots today, I want to make sure I get better. So here's what I'll do. I'll do something a little bit more healthy. I don't know if my camera will catch me doing this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a push-up for every dollar donated today, and that will keep my lungs in proper order. Let me see if I can do this. 1 second. Here we go. Yeah. 2 push-ups. All right, so we're gonna do 2 push. We're gonna do a push-up for every dollar donated at this point. Somebody asked, let's see, how's my day? Sega Sonic Skits, my day is going pretty well. It's Friday, you know, like there's a lot to look forward to this week, you know, like we have the weekend coming up, but you know, you don't have to always bottle up the weekend as your best days, but you know, it's time to relax and just kind of enjoy some time off. So that's kind of how my day's been. I mean, I worked at my full-time job today, and then I started doing some stuff, finishing touches on my next video, which will be dropping tomorrow. There is a Mario Origin Oracle dropping. I do have a poll open for that, and what do you guys think? I gave you 3 choices as to who it may be, but regardless, like, I pushed through even though I was a little bit sick and managed to complete that video. So look forward to that tomorrow afternoon. It is Friday the 13th. I didn't even realize that. Has any unlucky shit happened to you guys today? I stopped believing in Friday the 13th for like when I was like 7. I'm just like, man, ain't nothing happens today. Normally Friday the 13th is like the most uneventful Friday of all time. By the way, you just finished drinking your lavender Earl Grey. Hey, there's my tea, buddy. Cheers to you, bruv. Am I gonna be doing a part 3 on Sonic Origins? A part 3? Which Sonic Origins are you talking about? I've done so many Sonic Origins at this point. You mean like a part 3 to Sonic himself? I mean, I theoretically I could, but I'd have to like really like, I don't know. I think I've talked about like almost every version of Sonic out there. Let me see. Do I add milk to my tea? I do normally add milk to my tea, but not today. I didn't end up adding milk today. I just kept it pretty simple. I figured just some honey and some tea would help my throat a little bit better. All right, so I'm gonna get into this. We're in the middle of the first saga, which has Metal Sonic as the main villain right now. So as you guys can see by the cover, they are gonna introduce Silver to the mix. So I'm gonna try and read this to the best of my ability. If you guys hear me cough or choke or anything like that, don't worry. It's just a minor setback. Your boy's gonna be right back on track, and then we'll get through the last few issues here. Everybody grab a snack. I'll give you like 3 seconds. Excuse me. Silver, time. The coolest and cutest Trunks, right? Doesn't he look like Trunks for real? Or he reminds me of Trunks. They kind of gave him like a similar voice too. But yeah, the latest issue 56 had me acting like the Walter White collapsing meme. Okay, I have to get there then. I don't know what's happening in the latest issues right now, but there's some pretty cool characters that were introduced later on, but we'll get into all of that. We'll see who we're going to run into. I think there's one other character that we'll see. No, I think she's in the next part. So it won't be this stream, but the next time I do this stream, we'll run into Whisper, who is probably my favorite original character in this set of comics. Tangle is all right, but you know, I'm trying to get to the good stuff, which is the next part. So we'll see. Anything else? Did I miss any other comments? Let's see. Have I watched Adrenaline dubs? I haven't. Ethereal Dragon, welcome. None left, welcome to the stream. All right, I think we're good to go. So yeah, not a lot of stalling today. I don't know. There's not a lot of news going on right now. It's kind of slow. I've been playing like I've been playing catch up on a lot of games lately, and I actually did buy the new One Piece Odyssey game, which I heard decent things about. But I haven't played enough to really talk about it much. Outside of that, I've been just working on videos and stuff. So if there's more news that I forgot about, let me know in the chat and I can give my opinion on it. You know, the normal YouTuber dramas going on right now. Logan Paul apologized today for his crypto scam, which actually seemed pretty genuine in my opinion, like finally. But whatever, let's put that aside and we'll start reading Sonic the Hedgehog IDW issue 8. Let us do this. Let's go. Let's start with a nice round of applause here. Yes, sir. Welcome. All right. So, I like to kind of read the credits really quickly at the beginning to let everybody know who wrote this and who the art was by. So Ian Flynn, I think, was in charge of the first 2 sagas of this, so he's going to be the head writer of all of this for a while. The art in this particular issue is by Evan Stanley, who a gracious comment. Clawless, did you tell me that? Actually, was it you? I think it was you. Evan Stanley is actually female, so I referred to her as he before, but it's actually a female, so she from now on. Just want to make sure I have that correction out there, because I never saw a face before, you know. So I went on her Twitter account, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So confirmed. So I just wanted to correct that for the record. Highly recommended you watch Adrenaline Dub's videos on YouTube. It's a group of Sonic fan dubbers who dub the IDW series at such high quality. Yeah, I've seen some people try to animate it. I'm not sure. They may be using the Adrenaline Dubs for their animation, maybe, but I have to look into it a little bit more. If you guys are looking for high quality dubs here, you are at the wrong place, bruv. So I'm gonna try my best to do the best that I can, and you know, at least get you guys in the moment. So let's take a look at this recap here. Previously. Whoa! Save the rank, Faker. Faker. I have to get like back into the swing of things. I think I was doing a pretty decent job with the voices at the end of the stream last time, so now I gotta like refresh my memory on all of this stuff. So this is Sonic confronting Eggman, who is actually Neo Metal Sonic disguised as Eggman. There you go. Metal Sonic. Oh yeah, I have to do the robot voice.
Neo Metal Sonic.
There we go. And then he gets kicked in his junk. Bro, you did him dirty in this panel. Oof. I felt that. Sonic's not having any kids after this. Let's see. They only do slight animated effects. They just mostly move the comic panels, which I think honestly, all of these could be, you know, translated to some type of animation if Sega really wanted to do it. There's like a lot of, comic book volumes for this particular comic now. It's been 5 years or so, so they have a lot of material to work with these days. But I mean, they're already working on Sonic Prime, so I don't think this is going to be a thing. But hey, this is cool nonetheless. It's good to see the fan dubs are thriving for this type of thing.
But I have won today. I know Eggman is alive while you have learned nothing of my plans. Keep us in the air and on course. We rendezvous with the fleet on schedule.
Neo Metal Sonic taking control here. I'm not gonna settle for that. Eggman's bases may not have any intel on current troop movements, but maybe we can find a record of his old plans. So Sonic is regrouping with the Resistance here, which is him, Knuckles, Amy, Tails, last I checked. I don't know if Rouge was in the room. I don't think she was. All right, so roll call. We have Sonic the Hedgehog in this, Knuckles the Echidna, Spina, E107 Theta, which I think is really cool that they brought the E100 series back in. I think that's like one of Eggman's greatest set of inventions. I'm a big Gamma fan, by the way. I did do an Origin Oracle on him if you guys want to watch it after the stream. If you guys already caught it, then never mind. But yeah, I love the E100 series, so we're gonna see Theta pull up. We have Amy Rose with her Pico Hammer. and Neo Metal Sonic, the mastermind behind everything in this particular saga. All right, I'm not gonna do the sound effects, but you guys get the idea. All right, so it looks like he's infiltrating a particular pyramid base. This might be just a random pyramid base, or this could be something similar to what was in Sonic Adventure 2. But I think this is one of Eggman's old bases here that are just laying around. Vexy Rose, welcome to the stream. I'm curious if you've ever do a live reading of the Pokemon Adventures manga. That's something I've always wanted to get into. If you guys like the live readings, of course, I'm down to do this one. I want to check out some volumes of Mario-kun. I know that's not like a ongoing series that has like a continuous plot. It's just based around certain Mario games, so I don't have to like commit 100% to all of those. But I'm open to Pokemon Adventures manga, by the way, so that'd be dope. If you guys enjoy live readings for me, hey, like let's do it. I just refreshed the page by mistake, my bad. All right, let me get it back into guided mode. Here we go. Okay. Yes, thanks for the correction. So Sonic Forces, yes, that is the pyramid from there. So that's dope. I like that. There's a very short level in Sonic Forces though. What is Origin Oracle? That's like most of my videos now. That is a video segment that I do, which basically goes into the origin stories of different video game characters. So if you've clicked any of my videos below, like I guess in the last, I don't know, let's say year, most of those are Origin Oracle videos. I've been labeling them for the most part, but you know, lately I'll just give like a more attractive YouTube title. But for the most part, if I'm going and looking into the origin story of anything, that is called an Origin Oracle video. Rosalina is easily the most interesting. Definitely having, well, I won't spoil who's next. I won't spoil it. All right, so we have Sonic infiltrating. Way too slow. Come on. Oh, come on. Step it up. Shout out to my people who played Super Smash Brawl, man. When Sonic was announced for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I was so hype. I remember Sakurai had like a Smash Bros. Website where he would like put all the new, this is before YouTube was like popping off, but it, you know, YouTube was still kind of being used. But if you wanted any Smash news, you'd have to go to the Smash Bros. Site, and Sakurai was like slowly leaking characters. And Sonic was like, everybody was like wondering if Sonic was ever going to be a thing in Brawl. And then finally, like, he was like the very, 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 very last character that was revealed. And man, I went insane. It was crazy. That was a great day. And he's been a Smash character ever since. He fits in so well. If there's ever a new Smash Bros though, they definitely need to change up his moveset a little bit. But I'm committed to this character whenever I play Smash Bros. Evan and Adam Bryce Thomas are the best IDW Sonic artists. I agree with that. Yeah, I mentioned that last stream, but yeah, just for you guys, as we go through the comics, I'll let you know who the artist is, and you know it's gonna be fire if one of those two are running it. Okay, awesome, and I totally love your live readings. I'm new to the Pokemon Adventures. I just got to the Yellow manga arc. Yeah, and then I know it's like a little bit darker than like normal Pokemon plots. That's why I'm pretty interested in checking it out. Okay. Here we are. We have Sonic the Hedgehog, the fastest thing alive. Welcome, Sonic. All right, so this is basically going to be an action scene. I forgot how action-oriented IDW was sometimes. But we have Sonic infiltrating and basically folding Eggman's badniks here. He boosts right through them, which I think is a nice detail because we don't see this a lot in other things. I don't know if this was in Prime. If you use boost to like destroy enemies in Prime, it's been a while. I need to watch Sonic Prime again and just kind of like refresh myself. But apparently it's doing pretty well, and I think we're gonna get a next batch of episodes pretty soon. So looking forward to that. All right, so yeah, he has a door locked on him. Nice. Ooh, you're a big one. Oh, we do see Whisper here. Okay, cool. It happens a little bit earlier than I thought. So I'll do the clap when she's officially introduced. All right, so here we go. Saved by Silver. Oh my gosh, everybody, welcome Silver to the comic. Yes, Silver the Hedgehog. Psychic from the future. Mind if I cut in? Silver, I had that, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes. It's cool, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for holding the door for me back there. What door? I came in through the other way. If you didn't help me, who did? I like how this guy's like radiating behind them and they're just ignoring him. Oh my god, Sonic, you have a freaking sniper rifle to your head. You got caught slipping, Sonic, but you're lucky she's a friend. All right, so that thing totally got sniper shot. Since when could you do that? I didn't. It must be the legendary guardian angel. The legendary what now? So this is a very popular panel right here. Like, Silver is basically fanboying out on this legend that he heard about some guardian angel, which they're gonna go more into right now. But I really like this side of Silver, and we saw more of this within IDWs. If you guys played Sonic 06, Silver is kind of like, you know, a younger, I guess, jaded character from the future, which is completely ruined. So he goes back in time to stop Sonic, who he thinks is like the trigger behind all of it, and he's mistaken. But you know, all that aside, like we'd see Silver in future Sonic games from that point on every so often with some excuse to come back in time and help out. So the time travel aspect isn't explained too much. I'm not really sure how he gets back in time all the time, but he does. And I guess it's using the Chaos Emeralds. I mean, that's how it worked in 06. But yeah, we're not really, whatever. They just throw him back in time just to be a part of the plot sometimes. But I am curious to see him in a actual mainline game, because we haven't seen him in a mainline game since maybe Sonic Rivals. So if they have a good enough, oh no, wait, no, he was in Sonic Forces actually. I'm not even lying. Like, don't listen to me. So yeah, he's in Sonic Forces, and actually, like, he kind of has this same temperament. But this is more of a fanboy aspect that was brought in the IDW comics, so it brings more charm to the character, and I think a lot of people like Silver now at this point. I can totally say it can be really dark, and it would be great seeing a blind live reading to the Pokemon Adventures manga. I've never seen a blind live reading before. It'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, I won't read it in advance. If I were ever to read it, I would just jump right in. Whisper used to be my favorite IDW OC up until two other IDW OCs showed up and wrecked everything. I know the ones you're talking about. But I guess we'll get there at some point, right? Pokemon should be dark based off the Pokedex entries, right? Have you guys ever read those Pokedex entries? Sometimes they're just wild, and I'm like, bro, the things that you write in this Pokedex don't seem to be happening in the real world here, like in the Pokemon world. But okay, you know. I feel like somebody is like totally in charge of, somebody completely different is in charge of the Pokedex entries than the person that actually builds out the world. So I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of potential at Pokemon that I don't see Game Freak ever hitting. Even though I enjoyed Violet, like once I was done with the story, I put it down, and I haven't touched it since. I think I enjoyed like Sword and Shield as an experience a little bit better, but there's a lot of good stuff with Violet. It's just I haven't had a lot of need to go back to it, you know. But maybe I just need some time, space myself away from it, and then maybe I could do a Twitch stream on it at some point. Normally I had this this tradition of playing Pokemon on holidays, and I stopped that now. So whatever, I'll get back into it. Maybe Pokemon manga reading will be what I do for the holidays now. Anyway, how do you not know about the Guardian Angel? I spent 6 months in a small cell in space. I missed a few things. You tell him, Sonic. I always forget that it was 6 long ass months. That's crazy. Oh, right. You missed most of the war. Multiple units in the Resistance reported a mysterious person who would turn the tide of battle, but never joined the army. I like this shot right here, actually. Whoever it was saved my life more than once. They must be here to help us again. So is that why you came back from the future? Looking for an autograph? No, I came back because defeating Eggman didn't save the future. Couldn't even play along, had to bring the mood down. Okay, what happened this time? It's kind of funny that Silver keeps coming back to save the future, and then something else happens up there, so he has to go back in time again. So it's like checking if they're doing everything right in the present. Aren't you just like convinced that your future is fucked at that point? I don't know. That's just my opinion on that, but whatever. When I left, my time had been conquered by the Eggman Empire. Everyone lived in fear, choking on polluted air. When I went back, the Eggman Empire was gone, but so was everyone else. There was nothing left. No people, no animals, no machinery, only water and sparse metallic plant life. Well, that's eerie. I know, right? So I came back to find out what happened. Amy said you were looking for clues in Eggman's bases, and I came to help. So did your guardian angel, apparently. Man, y'all are not concerned that sniper shots are going off all around you? I know it's the guardian angel and all, but I would still be like on edge, man. What if it's not the guardian angel and there literally is a sniper taking out like both Eggman's robots and you guys? Whatever. Whoever it is, they aren't using a standard Wispin. How can you tell? They're built for clearing out crowds of robots using the Wisp power. This is way more precise. And they hear a sound. Look at the excitement on his face. I love this so much. Something I find interesting about IDW is how simple the story and characterizations were. The complexities of this series just increase, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's why I like it so much, because it essentially, that was the point, right? They wanted to be in touch with the game universe, so they just picked up right after Sonic Forces. But what this comic does versus Sonic Forces is actually have the characters interact a lot more. I was a little disappointed with the lack of character interaction within Sonic Forces, and them actually building out and world building this Eggman Empire takeover for, you know, like they didn't do anything regarding that. And that's kind of where the story fell flat. There was focus on way too many things and it just didn't turn out properly, you know? So that's why I was a little upset, because the way it was marketed made it seem like they were going to focus a lot on that. And I remember people being excited at the whole concept that Eggman wins for once. So I like what IDW is doing here, because it's taking the very natural characteristics of these characters and then having them work their magic, and then they'll start building up better plot lines based around that. So that's exactly what they're working on here. Okay. So she shoots the door. I'll wait for like the official introduction here. Oh, is she like trying different settings? So I love Whisper's Wispin. Her sniper rifle here, man. So first she tries laser. I believe this is, what do they call this? Cutter or spikes? I think it's spikes. Cutter is Kirby. And then this is the flamethrower one from Sonic Forces. I don't think this was, or is this like technically a rocket or whatever? I don't know. I know there's a flamethrower Wispin, but I forget what Wisp it uses. And then she tries Cube. That must be her. Hey, Guardian Angel. There she is. We are introduced to, well, okay, I guess we don't know her name yet. Well, I've just definitely decided I'm coming to every one of your live readings now, just need to memorize the times they come on. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and keep it consistent. If ever I'm doing live readings, they're probably gonna be Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm doing this the same exact time as I did last week. So if you want to catch the next one, yeah, 5:30 this time next Friday, more than likely. I'll let you guys know if I'm not coming, but normally I schedule it like a few hours in advance. It makes me so happy seeing more content being made from the IDW series. I barely find discussions on it. Yeah, because there's so many other things going on. If you guys notice, like when it comes to my channel, like I like to kind of take some time to absorb things before I discuss them. I think like the one exception was Sonic Prime, but I did binge the entire thing and I just gave my general thoughts. But a lot of people tend to like have these knee-jerk reactions to every Sonic headline that comes out, and I try to avoid that, because I want all the information that I can before I speak on it. If I'm the first to race to it, I don't think I'm going to provide much value to that. So I've always wanted to do something with the IDW comics, and it's been 5 years since they've been out. So I think this is the best avenue. I could have made like a very structured video around this, but I think this is the best way to start. So I'm going to start with Sonic IDW live reading, and then if I feel that I can make some videos out of this in the future, maybe I'll do that and just provide some more context. So I think rereading it is the first step in me doing that. But you know, as I mentioned before, like I'm very picky with the topics that I take up, and I want to do more vlogging, but you know, I have to be actually interested in the topic. So, you know, that's just kind of how it works for me. King Raiko, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Doc, welcome to the stream. Welcome. One more clap. All right. Excuse me. Your boy's a little under the weather, so I'm gonna get through this stream, I promise. And it's just a cough right now. I'm actually not experiencing any other symptoms at the moment. I think I just overworked myself this week, so you know, if you guys are a little concerned, don't worry too much. It's pretty mild. Anyway, Whisper. No, wait. I don't understand. We're all on the same side. I'm a big fan. Silver, you're a simp. No, I'm just kidding. You said she'd never joined the Resistance. That she never interacted with anyone, right? Well, yeah, so she obviously prefers to work solo for whatever reason. Not everyone likes being a part of the crowd. That's me too. I don't like being part of crowds. Like, I really have to be in my element to I don't know, like I can be a socialite sometimes, but for the most part, like, I keep to myself here, you know what I mean? So I get the sentiment. I see. I guess I've been so lonely for so long, I never considered wanting to be alone. And Silver is basically like, my future is fucked, so I want to talk to everybody that I get a chance to talk to. Whisper is my everything. Now I've got a KD dinner to prepare. Enjoy. Cooking is very therapeutic, man. I enjoy it whenever I have the time to do it. It's just the preparation part that turns me off, you know, like I have to go buy the stuff and then I gotta set it all out, and then but once I start, I know like I'm in my element. So if you guys haven't tried out some recipes, I think you should just pick one up and try it and see how you feel. It's a good way to just kind of like let your brain go for a bit. Silver is so adorable, right? He's such a fanboy here. Look, he's sad. He's here kicking rocks. Yo, sorry for coming on so strong. I'm Sonic, and my overeager friend here is Silver. We appreciate your help. We'd like to help you too. So Sonic taking the diplomatic approach here. Everybody welcome Whisper. Whisper. I think this is their best designed OC within this. I would argue Surge later on, but we'll get to Surge eventually. But I think this is one of their better OCs. She's a cutie, but I'm not a furry though. Whoa, haha, hey guys, I thought I saw some Wisp powers going off. Hey, it's you, Sonic, we're captive here. I want to go home. I want to go back to my planet. I'm tired of being here. Oh, come on. Just a little bit more servitude for you guys. Just a few more years, man. Come on. Oh, man. Let them boys go home, man. Let them Wisps go home. I saved their planet from Eggman a while back. Long story. Attack Doge, thanks for joining TheMentok. If you're in the stream, welcome. I guess that left an impression. Oh, yeah. All right, let me see. I'm gonna give her like, let's give her a little cutie patootie voice.
A little higher, a little higher, a little higher, too high, there it is. Whisper. No, that sucks. Let's turn the pitch down. There. Whisper.
Cool. I love Sonic's response. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, but why? No, genius. Whisper is her name. That's Silver is amazing. I love him. Oh, right. Care to get the door for us, Flatware? Wow, Sonic. I said I get it. Don't have to rub it in. Bro, I've been here before, man. Sometimes your brain's not ready for like a joke or humor in the moment, or like sometimes it just doesn't completely click and you feel like a dumbass in front of everybody. It's like, bro, man. And then when people rub it in your face that you actually did that. I hate moments like that. I hate it, but whatever. It's part of life. Everybody get ready. Actually, I really like this panel. Silver showing off his stuff. Why call them OCs now that they're canon characters? Yeah, I mean, I guess you have a point, right? If they're canon characters, I want to see where that actually goes, though. Even though like they were mentioned in Sonic Frontiers to an extent, like I want to see if they actually show up in a game or whatever. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm calling them OCs because they're like they're exclusive to IDW at this point. So, but yeah, good point. Mentok, if you were to choose which anime studio to adapt IDW Sonic, which would it be? I don't know, maybe Studio Trigger, but this is not really their steez. But I figure with like the whole proportions of the Sonic characters, they would be able to like do a lot with them. And since the Sonic world is like super colorful and all the characters are colorful, I think they'd do a good job. If you guys aren't aware of Studio Trigger, they're the ones that did the Cyberpunk anime that came out recently, Edge Runners. But they've also done a ton of other stuff like Kill la Kill and all that. But I think their art style would fit very well with Sonic, their animation style. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind. And then maybe like Studio Bones after that. I don't know. I wouldn't say like UFO Table, because maybe UFO Table, or is it UFO Table? Either one. I really enjoy their animation and Wit Studio, but I honestly think Studio Trigger is way up the alley for this type of animation. All right, moving forward. Look, it's E107 Theta, which looks exactly like Zeta, by the way. If you guys don't remember E105 Zeta, he was the one in the hot shelter in the egg carrier that had like a very similar setup to this. So I'm surprised they didn't come up with like a original idea here, but whatever. He is only here for a few panels. Bam! Boom, yeah, like maybe that'd be a nice break for Studio Trigger after like the ridiculousness that was Cyberpunk. That shit was so violent at times. But that's good stuff. I would say check that out if you guys are Cyberpunk fans. I finally beat that game the other day too. Now that I finally like played it after all the updates and stuff, it's actually like a decent playthrough. It's just you got to tailor your expectations. I thought there'd be a lot more interactions, like a lot more like GTA type of things that you could do around the city, and like you can buy new clothes and you can like do things in third person. But well, you can buy new clothes, but you know, it's kind of limited. Like the customization options get a little limited after a while. Anyway, moving forward. I like this shot actually. So if there's one thing that Evan and Adam do very well is showing off Sonic speed. I know after a while it can get very like tedious to kind of show off speed in certain ways, but they tend to like, they have ideas and they do it very well. It's very well executed. Star and Sora is saying, can I get drunk? I would love to, but you know, I don't want my cough to get worse, and I feel like alcohol is not good for your immune system. But next time, I promise. Once I have this whole cough cleared out. I haven't coughed once on stream yet, I don't think. Did I miss any comments? No. Okay, we're good here. All right, so they come in. The fight continues. Whoops. Wait, what did you do, Silver? You let the door close? Oh, okay, yeah, he was holding it open. You're not trapped in there with him. He's trapped in there with you guys. Haha. Is that an umbrella? Is she using that to levitate? Oh, this is like the ghost wisp. I can't remember what this wisp is. Hover, maybe. Something like that. And then she's using laser. But it is not effective. So this is a good wide shot of the action here. Like, there's so many friggin'... If this were a boss battle, I bet you would have to use these badniks to hover above Theta here and then hit him on the head. Or aim for the cannons. I think that would be a good mechanic. Uber Comrade said, I need to debate you. Debate me. Nah, that's not really what my streams... I'm not a good debater whatsoever. So I'm not debating anybody. But thanks for the offer. Ugh. Okay. I can get through this. Here we go. Silver, we need to finish off the little one so we can focus on the big guy. Right. Come at me. You need the clout? You know your boy doesn't have much clout around here. You gotta go into a bigger stream. Oh, look, they're about to do a combo attack. This is something that I've never seen before, actually. Like, so Sonic Heroes kind of predates Silver. Do they ever do team up attack ever? I don't think so, actually. Now that I think about every game that came after Silver's appearance, I don't think I've seen them ever do a team up thing like this. So this is pretty damn cool. Can you imagine, like, Silver can hold Sonic in place while he's like charging up his freaking spin dash and then he can get launched? Oh, which is essentially what he's doing here. Actually, I really like this shot too. Oh no, the Guardian Angel! Yeah, Whisper got clapped. I love that the wisps are just all chilling around her though. It's a very good placement of color if you guys aren't aware of the earlier panels. Like, they have like most of the wisps that she has here. So we have Laser, Cube, Rocket is the flamethrower version. Spikes, which is the little cutter thing she has, and then I think this is supposed to be Hover or UFO. I think it's UFO it's called. So that's the thing that made her go up with the umbrella. But definitely a nice little setup of wisps here. This is a very colorful panel, especially with them there. A lot of detail in their eyes too, which I like. I'm gonna stop the stream from time to time to like just talk about those things, because I think there's a lot of really cool panels in the Sonic IDW stuff. So I want to be sure to spotlight some of those. Hey. I used to love Sky Chase Zone as a kid, because that's how I knew like I was almost at the end of Sonic 2, but also it just gave me like a little bit, like after getting out of Metropolis Zone, which is like the wildest stage in Sonic 2, like oh my god, 3 acts and then that ridiculous boss battle at the end. Sky Chase Zone was such a welcome level, especially with this really nice song. Anyway, continuing. All right, Silver here is going for the kill. Blam! Look at this shit-eating grin on Sonic's face, man. He freaking loves the combat. This is adorable. What's going on back here? Wait. I used the wrong one. My bad. What's going on back here? I see something happening. So if you guys notice too, like there's a lot of spots, and this spottiness, I can't speak from an artist perspective, but I always love this use of like dots or pixels to like provide shadow. This is not exclusive to Sonic IDW by any means, but it does emphasize like the character a little bit. So I think that Evan uses dots to show off shadow within her panels. I think it's a great use of that. All right. Is that the finisher? Is this thing dead finally? It's okay if you prefer to work alone, but it looks to me like you've put together quite a team. Look at this beautiful smile. That's very wholesome. And I'd be proud to be a part of it. Hey, yo. She don't know you. She don't know you, dog. Back up. Back up. Hey. Maybe. Oh, incoming call from Neo Metal Sonic, I think. Whoa. You can't tear this place apart when we're done. Wait. You can tear this place apart when we're done. First, we need vital intel off the computer. Fuck this place. That's what that look is. Okay. There it is. What did Eggman do to you? Let's see here. Looks like there was a major update across the Eggnet. It almost like Neo Metal Sonic isn't hiding what he's doing any. Oh crap. We need to call Knuckles now. Who said my name? Alright, let me
get Amy here.
Knuckles, what happened?
It's the Master Emerald. Something is wrong.
But it's hidden on Angel Island. That's the whole reason you've been helping us for so long.
I know, but as its guardian, I've got a special connection to it. It's calling out to me. Priority alert.
Priority alert. Breet. Priority alert. Priority alert.
Amy, Nux, are you there? Silver found what Neo's up to. You're gonna need to call in everyone. Bum. Here's Metal Sonic.
The Master Emerald. The Controller. One of the most powerful gems in the world, with the ability to neutralize the Chaos Emeralds. So come to me, Sonic, as yourself, or as Super Sonic. Either way, you will be powerless to stop me.
Oh my god, he's pulling up to Angel Isle, which we knew before. Did he put an Eggman statue there already? Oh, okay, I guess this is where the altar is. So yeah, he's sitting right on top of the the Master Emerald. It's hilarious that he had enough time to actually like stick an Eggman statue there. Silver is pretty well fleshed out in this comic series. I feel he's a bit generic in the games. I can agree with that. I think of Silver in the games as just Shadow with a few more childlike qualities. Whisper smiles, a kitten gets a 10th life. Yeah, and IDW Comics addressing what Frontiers didn't. Actually, Frontiers did address that for the most part. If you watch the prologue, Knuckles is back guarding the Master Emerald. I think that's what you're referring to, right? Spoilers for the end of Frontiers. I mean, it's not heavy spoilers, but as I mentioned last stream, I do think that the ending to Frontiers is opening the door for Sonic's adventures with like other Sonic characters. So I think much like how they had Knuckles, Amy, and Tails in this particular one, they're gonna feature like Shadow Rouge or Omega or some other like characters that are utilized very much in the next game. Because how it ends, they kind of went their separate ways and all of them wanted to grow in different ways. That requires Knuckles to go back and guard the Master Emerald, and Amy wants to find out ways to help others, and Tails wants to continue his whole growing arc and wants to like really be confident in himself and his abilities. So I think that like is a good opportunity to write them out of the next game. Even though I can't imagine a Sonic game without Tails. I mean, I think we've probably had that before, like to an extent, but it's a good way to write those characters out for like a couple of games or one game and then introduce them back with like a lot more growth. And then you can focus on like others like Shadow, Silver, you know, whoever. But I think that's what they're trying to do. That's a theory, but you know, we'll see. Oh, Knuckles leaves from Angel Island. Yeah. Why he's there in the first place. They definitely addressed that on purpose because I know a lot of people were asking that question around that time. All right, let's head back to my library here and head to the next issue. This is the cover that I have on the thumbnail right now, actually, which I think is a really nice one. There's so much potential with good writing and playing. I agree. Do you mean playing or planning? Either way, that's what I was saying for a very long time, because Forces left us starved for good Sonic character interaction, and this comic series filled that need for me when I started reading it. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, you know, they're very much like themselves, and you know, the Sonic characters all have different personalities and different temperaments, and I think that's like fascinating to even non-fans. People want to know what these characters are about, and this allows them to just let them breathe and like interact with each other and have like conflict amongst one another and stuff like that. Just my opinion. All right, this is a really dope cover right here. So like you'll see, this is Neo Metal Sonic. We see Sonic's fist and Knuckles' fist, and he manages to block both, and we see their reflections in the top of his head. I think that's very well done. There's a lot of like variants to these comics too. So there's alternate colors, alternate covers done by different artists, but I couldn't really find them when I bought this. It'd be nice to see like a list of those covers somewhere else, but I didn't want to go through all the trouble of finding them. But if you do spot some other covers, go check those out, because they did several, especially for like the first few issues. All right, so we have Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley as for the art here. Hers, like, Sonic is a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it. He seems like a little bit smaller in her art style, but I think that they managed, like, as time goes by, they managed to like kind of get on the same page with the art after a while somehow. So I think it's just a matter of them working together here. All right, let me get this into guided mode here, guided view. Nux is literally wearing boxing gloves with spikes. I love that trait about him too. All right, so this we will have Sonic the Hedgehog. Tails comes back along with Amy. Knuckles, we get to see Shadow. Everybody's pulling up. Tangle, Rouge the Bat, Blaze the Cat, that rhymes. Espio the Chameleon, Vector the Crocodile, Charmy B. It's funny that a Knuckles Chaotix song would play when I'm introducing them. Whisper the Wolf, Silver the Hedgehog, and Neo Metal Sonic. Let's get to it.
I am Neo Metal Sonic. I am Dr. Eggman's greatest creation. I am Sonic the Hedgehog. Perfected. I have used the Egg Fleet to conquer Angel Island. I have secured the Master Emerald, the most powerful gemstone in the world. I had to clear my throat. I had a few nuts and bolts. Pause. I've baited the heroes into bringing me the last thing I need for my ascension.
I actually like this. So when I was using guided view, you didn't even see this whole artwork. So that's pretty cool. Like, it zoomed into these particular segments, and then it zooms out and you see like a complete shot of Neo here, which is very well done. Shout out to Tracy on that one.
I have won.
Another shot of Angel Island here. Is that that's Carnival Night Zone back there actually. So we might be able to see some of the zones. Like, this is Sandopolis from Sonic 3. This is Mushroom Hill Zone here. I think this is like a reference to Hydro City, even though that's like underground. This would be Ice Cap Zone. Carnival Nights over here. This is, forget the name of it. This is my least favorite level in that game. Marble Garden, I think it's called. So it's cool that they reference those, and technically, like, this is launch base zone up here because, you know, it's back. Eggman's fleet is back, so that's pretty damn cool. Shout out to them for actually like trying to build out Angel Island a little bit, because we haven't seen Angel Island like that since Sonic 3. I mean, with all the levels on it, because this island changes all the fucking time. Resistance HQ. Thank you all for coming so quickly. Hey, yo. Yeah, we're gonna need all of you. All the troops have been assembled here. This is actually a pretty epic shot. I like this a lot. So we see the whole squad. I actually find it weird that Shadow pulled up, but he's there doing the Vegeta pose in the back. I like how Whisper is now like a part of the team. I was excited to see her there. That was like a nice touch. Knuckles is visibly stressed because the Master Emerald is not in his possession. So there's a little attention to detail here. Charmy, as usual, is not giving a fuck. Rouge has her pose here. And that's it. And, you know, Blaze is here politely waiting in the Princess Regal fashion that she does things. Neo Metal Sonic has taken over my island. He's turned it into a flying fortress and built that thing over the Master Emerald. I never should have left. You were helping us down here. Hold on. Switch this.
We're gonna help you get your home back. We're gonna split into 3 teams. Team 1.
My voice is still
Too deep. There it is. Team 1 and 2 will attack the shorelines and break the Egg Fleet's control of the island. Team 3 will confront Neo Metal Sonic here. They'll secure the Master Emerald and rob the fleet of its commander.
AKA kill him. They're about to put him in the garbage again. I'm on team 3. I think everyone assumed that Nux. He's trying to bash his head in.
May I offer a more direct approach, Amy? Of course. I could confront Neo Metal Sonic as Burning Blaze.
Hey, yo, we about to see Burning Blaze, son. That'd be amazing.
How is that possible? As most of you know, if Sonic can manage to gather up the 7 Chaos Emeralds, he can use their power to transform into Super Sonic. On my world, we have similar gems called Soul Emeralds. With their power, I can become Burning Blaze.
I'm glad that they brought Burning Blaze out right from the jump, which is pretty dope. I was a big fan of this form. I really like it. But at the same time, I always loved like characters with pyrokinesis.
It is their power that brought me here. As their guardian, I have kept them close all this time.
Hey, you're a better guardian than any of these fucks.
They are not to be wielded recklessly, but I believe this crisis would justify their use.
ZZ Carno Toro, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Let's give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Vexy Rose said, did you know that not all fanfics are bad? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some pretty damn good writers out here. Just because something, like, you know, even with Ian Flynn writing, like, the only thing that makes things fanfic is when it's not canon. So if you have good writers that write fanfiction, then, you know, they might turn out pretty good. It's just, I've never had the patience to go find good ones, especially for like Sonic. I don't know. But I've fallen off reading fanfic in general. I used to do it in high school, but not so much anymore. I really like this panel a lot, by the way. I almost used this as the thumbnail, but I chose otherwise. Maybe we shouldn't. Why not? That would be awesome. Well, yeah, but Neo has command over the Master Emerald. It can neutralize the Chaos Emeralds. What if it can do the same to the Soul Emeralds? It can't. Don't ask me how I know. Call it a hunch. This is a weird assumption, but I guess like the Soul Emeralds are the Chaos Emeralds mirror in another dimension. Now, I wonder why there was never a Master Emerald introduced in Blaze's world. Is that a thing? Blaze's dimension, Master Emerald. Someone says the Jeweled Scepter is the equivalent of the Master Emerald in Blaze's world. Jeweled Scepter. Was that in an actual game? Or is that an Archie thing? Sonic Rush Adventure, that's right. It's been a long ass time since I played that. So in the Soul Dimension, which is what they call Blaze's Dimension, there is a Jeweled Scepter, which has a similar type of vibe to the Master Emerald. So yeah. So as of right now, that is the equivalent over in that dimension. I'd love to see a burning Sonic. Wouldn't that be crazy if they just switch them out sometimes? Like, hey, let me use the Soul Emeralds, and then Blaze uses the Chaos Emeralds and turns into like Super Blaze. It'd be cool. I'd like that. The only burning Sonic I've seen actually was in Super Mario Bros. Z. If you guys haven't watched that series by Alvin Earthworm, go find it on YouTube. He's redoing them, but I know that he started over the whole thing, and I have respect for the man. It's just he's gone through so much over time that I don't think that he's actually gonna finish. But you know, it's about the journey anyway, and it's some of the best like sprite animation I've ever seen. And I used to watch that like years ago back in high school, and now it's good to see him redoing all that stuff. But yeah, there he did dabble in a fire Sonic form when Sonic like eats or uses a fire flower from Mario's world, and like that's the closest that I think I've seen to like a burning Sonic. So that'd be pretty dope if that's like canonized, just with the Soul Emeralds. I know it's not gonna happen with you know, with the Mario world, but we do need a Mario and Sonic crossover for real, not the Olympics, like a real one. Okay, here we go. Then what if Neo copied Blaze's biodata? He'd be able to use her fire powers at least and harness the Soul Emeralds for himself at worst. Which is a good point. Sorry, Blaze, but it's probably safer if you stay away from Neo.
It's fine. Thank you for looking out for me.
I love how she's like slightly pissed. Sounds like he doesn't trust in her abilities.
But Neo shouldn't be anywhere near the fleets. Blaze, I want you to be Team 1. Sonic and Knuckles will be Team 3. So everyone else, we're Team 2. Everybody to the battleship. Let's go liberate Angel Island.
Yay! Let the battle for Angel Island begins. Hell yes. Soon. I really appreciate you coming to help. I know crowds aren't really your thing.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll give you some space. Be safe down there, okay?
You too. I share the sentiment. I didn't think you'd be for a big team up.
I'm here for my own reasons.
Of course you are. Show don't
Tell. Show don't tell. I love that panel. It's cold. I like that. Mario and Sonic crossover, like Mario and Rabbids style. I'd probably want them to do like a different gameplay style. But yeah, very much like that, with like Nintendo backing it 100%. I just find it so weird that Miyamoto would go on stage and pose with like a gun from that to showcase it, and like just never really like did anything with Mario and Sonic. I feel like he has a chip on his shoulder when it comes to Sonic that he hasn't let go. It's weird. It's weird.
Are you sure that one can be trusted? Whisper? Sure. She certainly likes to keep her distance. Kinda reminds me of a certain princess used to be. How a certain princess used to be. I suppose I was a bit defensive when we all first met.
Shout out to Sonic Rush, by the way. One of the best Sonic soundtracks out there. I put it in like top 5.
And now I march to war with a lot of you. It's gonna be rough out there. Please be careful on your own. Do not worry. We'll win the day. Haha, you're right. I need to stay positive. I learned from the best.
This is a relationship that has not been explored a lot in the games. I don't even recall Amy being featured that much in the Sonic Rush series. Because I know on the Blaze side, I think it was Cream who was like the assistant for the most part. So maybe she had like a cutscene or two. It's been a while since I played those games. So this is an interesting interaction to see. Yeah, like moral to the story, we need some more Blaze. I think Sega's afraid to touch her because they don't want to ruin everybody's like favorite character. But people really love Blaze. Like she's one of the least debatable characters that is liked in the Sonic community. But hey, you never know. The way that Sonic Twitter works, sometimes people will say one stupid take and then it gets shared to the end of the earth. Like somebody's like, oh, I'm from...
You know something? I think Blaze is not that good. I replayed Sonic Rush and I don't even know what the big deal is about. Actually, I find her to be the worst character.
And then somebody's gonna retweet that, and then now all of a sudden everybody thinks that Blaze is not the best character or whatever, and then you see a bunch of other people like,
ugh, how could anybody say something like this? This is ridiculous. The Sonic discourse is terrible.
And then somebody else comes in like, you know, Blaze is
One of my favorite characters, and I can't believe we're even having a stupid discussion like this. Sonic fans need something to do with their life.
and then it just becomes like this whole back and forth thing. People get bored very easy on Twitter, I've noticed. Lucas Elms 123. What's going on, man? Welcome. Let's give a round of applause for our boy here. All right. Sonic Rush was during that phase of Amy's characterization. Yeah, that was around like close to the Sonic battle time. That was like probably 2 years prior or 2 years after Sonic battle. That was like the worst version of Amy, but I talked about that last stream. Oh my God. Just a little under the weather here, man. So I'm trying to get through this reading without destroying my voice. So I'm just powering through it. Okay. I need to
Pitch back. There it is. That works. You're not using your mind powers to cheat, are ya?
No, I can't really.
Or using your future knowledge?
It doesn't work like that. I love how she's already messing with him.
Relax. I'm just messing with ya.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to. Wait a minute.
Oh man, your hand is worse than mine.
Come on, just try to play a hand. It'll get your mind off things. No. My island needs me. I have no time for games. So you're just gonna stand there until we arrive? Yes. Suit yourself. Actually, like this interaction too. I think this is like a mini callback to the Knuckles Chaotix. Because like Knuckles used to have like some type of relationship with the Chaotix, though I think that's been totally retconned overall. I would love to see these guys in the same room as Knuckles more often in a future game. Can we get that? Can we get that done? Jeremiah Pals, welcome to the stream. Let's give a round of applause for your boy Jeremiah. This is actually just a lot of cool exposition here. Like it's pairing up a lot of characters that don't talk a lot to each other in within the game. So I see what they're doing here. Smooth sailing, Captain. Steady as she goes. What brings you here? And of course, Sonic and Tails is like the most wholesome friendship of them all. I guess I'm too excited to hang with everyone else. We'll be at Angel Island any minute now, and the best place to be is with my wingman. Aw. Thanks, partner. We'll get through this. We always do. I like this shot here too, actually. The shadows on this look really nice. This is still Tracy Yardley. Finally, an explosion. And here we were having a moment. Shadow and friends, welcome. Oh wait, I've been talking to you this whole time, but I didn't say hi, so that works. Jeremiah Pals, thanks for the subscription. Welcome to TheMentok. Good to have you. Neo isn't taking any chances. The entire egg fleet is bombarding us. You and Knuckles grab your extreme gear. Hey, the extreme gear? I forgot that they used it here. Okay, shout out to the Sonic Riders team. I'll get us as close as I can, but good luck, buddy. Bro, I think Free Riders was one of Sega's or Sonic Team's biggest mistakes because I love Sonic Riders 1 and 2, especially the original. I think that they did need to try their hand at that series one more time. A lot of really good concepts for spin-offs that they had back in the day, but now they've dropped all of that. And I guess you got to focus on the core gameplay like of your Sonic series for now, which is fine, but they should outsource a little bit too, you know? Sonic Riders is the shit. I love the character design in that series as well. All right, so the war begins. Jeremiah is saying I make good videos. Thank you. And I have one dropping tomorrow, so please go check it out. It'll be dropping at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's already scheduled, so excited to see how everyone responds to this one. My videos have been getting a lot more visibility lately, which is cool. Like I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. That's my big goal. Maybe I can do it by the end of the year, maybe not. I don't know. Like let's look at 50,000 as like the goal, but I'm gonna keep putting out videos. You know, I've been at this for about 4 years now, and YouTube is hard, man. It's not the same as like when, you know, PewDiePie and Markiplier and all those people dropped in. Like the competition is so rough. Even like in the Sonic space, there's like 5 guys that like run the entire Sonic community, and like any take that's within the Sonic community, it's always those 5 guys at the top. So no shade thrown at them. It's just it's very hard to like branch out at any community. So I appreciate everybody coming through and, you know, consuming my videos. It means a lot because I spend like so much time editing and putting so much like detail and care into each video. And I want to make sure that I'm offering something to the community and stuff like that. You know, I don't want to just make videos for the sake of making videos. So it's good to see people actually enjoying it, and they're becoming a little bit more popular. So shout out to you guys for all the support. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. You've made me super happy. So yeah, let's hope for more in 2023. Blaze, I'm gonna put us down on the West Coast. You'll have to fly to your target from here.
Understood. Don't think about how high we are. Focus on the moment.
So Blaze is afraid of heights. Is that a thing? Or is that like a cat reference? Are cats afraid of heights? I don't think so, right? They get stuck in trees all the time. Or that's what all the sitcoms back in the day told me. Free Riders is only bad because of the controls, and also not every cutscene needed to be on a weird TV thing. By the way, Free Riders I think would have done a lot better if, maybe I'm wrong here, but I thought it was exclusive to Connect. Was there controller support for that game? Because I think like if they released it on other platforms with controller support, it probably would have done a little bit better. It is a thing. Let's see, it is exclusive to Connect. Oh, the Blaze thing, yeah. Blaze showed a fear of heights in Sonic Rush. Okay, so I didn't think that line came out of nowhere. It's been a while since I played the game, so I definitely need a refresher on that. Nice reference overall. And I like this little shot of, like, this is a reference to one of Sonic's outlines, or Sonic and Knuckles' outline in the intro of Sonic Riders. So I think they tried to replicate that shot here. Is this cool? They're using extreme gears in general. Like, it's cool that they kept those. And yeah, Blaze is just leaping the fuck out of this airship. Transformation. This is a great shot here too. Welcome, Burning Blaze, everybody. This is amazing. These are some bright colors, man. Like, can you guys see it like beaming off of my face? This is a bright panel. I love it. Okay, whoosh, and there she goes, ready to tear up Metal Sonic's fleet here. Who's featured in this comic, like character-wise? So Lucas, it's mostly everybody, and some new characters in addition to that. So I'm very early on in the IDW comics. Like the last stream, I read the first 8 issues. Or 7 issues. So if you want to go back after the stream and check that out, it's on my channel. This particular video I'm going to unlist, but I'm going to make a playlist of all the live readings for IDW. But this will also be in my live stream playlist if you want to catch it later. So yeah, definitely something I want to keep doing every Friday. So come check me out on Fridays. I will be doing some live reading in some form. And I'll go as far as you guys, as long as you guys are watching this, I'll keep doing it every Friday. I think that'd be cool. I really hope they bring back Riders like they brought back Mario Strikers. Man, I was big on Super Mario Strikers Charged. I loved that game for the Wii. Like, I loved the aesthetic. I loved the music. I loved like the specials and all that. I was very excited for the Switch version, but I was completely underwhelmed. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm older now and, you know, games get less of a rise out of me these days, but it just did not have the same charm that Charged did, even though I think the mechanics are a little bit better. I don't know, I missed the metal ball, the charging it up, the clanging. I don't know, something about this new one is not sitting right with me. And if they updated it, it'd be one thing, but I think that they're like really not gonna support it for very long. But that's something Nintendo does all the time. Okay.
Tails, we gotta go.
I know. I'm just putting the final trajectory in. Go, go, go! Abandoned ship. Get the fuck out. Look at that face. Let's get the hell out of here. Ah! Yeah, they're out. Yo, yeah, we do need a Sonic themed Super Sentai. I feel like the Super Sentai have had a crossover with everything, like Godzilla and all that shit. May as well do a Sonic crossover at this point. Like, they have all the colors ready for that. I would love to see. I remember the code name for Sonic Frontiers was Sonic Rangers for a while, and people were like doing all types of fan art of like the Sonic outfits, or like the Sonic characters in Power Ranger outfits, like this one for instance. So I think that was pretty cool. But yeah, like I would love to see them in actual like cool ass Sentai suits. That'd be cool. Oh man, Sonic Rangers, man, remember that? Everybody was making so many theories based off that one code name that they hacked from the site. Ugh, everybody like found a bunch of things like by hacking the Sonic Frontier site or the Sonic announcement site, and they felt like they were such detectives. None of that information gave any type of reveals for Sonic Frontiers at all. So like sometimes people go looking for things and it's just ridiculous the stuff that they assume based on the code words that they find. But it was cool regardless. Anyway, I went back a few panels. All right, there they go. Everybody abandon ship. Everyone's safe. The war begins. We done burning Rangers go. I love that song.
Vector, you lead Team Chaotix. Stick together and do your thing. Silver, wreck stuff.
What kind of order is that, Amy? Terrible leader. I'm just kidding.
Rouge and Shadow. Wait, where is Shadow? Did you really think he'd follow orders? I should have known better. Well then, I'm counting on you to handle the guns. Consider it done.
What does that even mean? Who's talking here?
I don't know, you're the genius, says
Amy. Amy speaking.
Tangle, whisper. Cover Tails while he does something smart.
Bro, Team 2 is like 4 teams in itself. So if Sonic and Knuckles are Team 3, and just Burning Blaze is Team 1, this is Team 2. This could have been two additional teams. This is like Team 2 and 4 right here. But also, this is another great panel. So let's go through this. We have Tangle doing a combo at Tails here. Tails is just holding her up so she can kick shit. This could have been better. Something could have been better here. Whatever. Silver is using his psychic powers to rip apart these egg pawns in the worst way. Amy Smash. This is the little kick from Sonic Battle, actually. This is a Sonic Battle reference. This is her down smash, for lack of a better word. Vector here ripping apart people. SPO throwing kunais. What are you doing, Charmy? Did you? I think he just lifted SPO so he can throw this. And Whisper over here sniping. Sniper, no sniping.
I must finish my mission here quickly. I don't want to leave my friends to fend for themselves for too long. My friends. I've not had them in my life for long. But I will do everything I can to keep them safe.
Hey, look at that Kamehameha. Destroy them. Wow, pow. This is actually a really nice one. Blaze here in the all black is a nice touch too. Well, that's overt. We're not here for sightseeing. Let's get moving. Sense anything? No. Master Emerald's power is cut off from me. So this version of Knuckles is pretty much what we got in Frontiers. If you guys have noticed, like a lot of these guys are very similar to how they act in Frontiers. It is the same writer, Ian Flynn. So very similar characterization. Especially Knuckles here, who is less hot-headed. And I mean, even in Forces, he wasn't as gullible and stupid. So I think they were trying to write that out regardless. But yeah, this comic reinforces it a little bit more too. I love Blaze. She's my favorite female Sonic character. She's a lot of people's favorite character, and hopefully we see her in like the next game or whatever. now that the major cast I think is stepping aside at the end of this at Frontiers, maybe we'll see like room for the other characters come in now after Frontiers. Yeah, Ian definitely carried stuff over for sure. And we'll get into like further issues where people started criticizing his writing a little bit and characterization of the characters. Like for instance, I don't know. Well, it kind of shows because in like the previous comic or like 3 comics ago, I pointed it out last stream where Sonic says nerds. And I'm like, what the hell is nerds, right? A lot of people don't know what that is. And I had to look it up and it's like slang for nuts. But it sounds like a very nerdy Ian Flynn way of talking. And I'm not knocking Ian Flynn for being a nerd or whatever. It just sounds like something he would say. And it's not something that Sonic would say. So they're not going to get it right 100% of the time. And I can let that slide. I don't have to go to Twitter and so like, hey, everybody remember when Sonic said nerds? But I do have to like question that on stream. But we'll get into more of that stuff later in later issues. Nice panel here. Knuckles is upset. Dibs on Neo. Shh. If you're fast enough to get to him first. I love the competitive like aspect here to these two. It's over, Pointy. Our friends are wrecking your stuff and we're here to stop you. Release the Master Emerald now.
Can I get my metal voice going?
There it is. Let's do that. The Resistance paltry efforts do not concern me. One by one, they'll all become a black mark on the floor.
Oh, that's pretty dark. Jesus. This guy says he's gonna incinerate them.
And you two are nothing compared to my power.
Says you. Let's get him, Nux. Bram! Oh man, folded from the jump. Oof. Man. It was a good reference though. What I'm made of reference? I missed it. Is it a lyric? Or one of these lines a lyric from What I'm Made Of? Great. Just great. If you were to add licensed songs into this comic, if it were a film, what songs would you put? That's a... I don't know. That's a good question. That's asking too much though, because I would have to think of each song. How about... I'll think on that a little bit longer. Licensed music, man, I haven't listened to a lot of it lately, which is why I'm drawing a blur. Like, I know a lot of popular songs, especially like older popular songs from my day, but I don't know if many would fit this particular like scene right here. Oh yeah, let's throw Undefeatable in there. Let's set the stage a little bit here. Let's hype this up a little bit. Where's my music playing from though? Ah, it's from this. Hang on. I gotta get out of full screen for a sec. My bad, I didn't think that through. Undefeatable. Should have had that ready. Oh, there's already videos that talk about Undefeatable goes with everything. There you go. Let's go. Hey, they're about to scrap, bruv.
Well, weren't you going to stop me? Come, show me what you're made of. Oh!
Hold on, I gotta pause it here because I gotta go to the next issue. This is actually a dope cliffhanger here. All right, so we are in Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 10. Let's throw a song from Into the Spider-Verse into the credits. I don't know which one I'm thinking of though. Super Neo Metal. This was exciting back in the day. I really loved this. It was a breath of fresh air, especially after Sonic Forces. And we're all familiar with Metal So it was a great way to introduce all these characters again and like have a familiar villain. So I really like that. This is the cover. So this is written by Ian Flynn, and we have Tracy Yardley again, who was who was in charge of drawing the last part as well. Let me go ahead and get the guided view going. All right, now I think I can press play. There it is. Neo Metal Sonic Stronghold, Angel Island.
Well, you came here to stop me, didn't you? Step right up.
I'm gonna kick the shit right out of A Metal as soon as I figure out how. An upgraded Metal Sonic and he's Super 2? That's cheating.
Such a disappointing choice of last words.
Ugh. Nux, secure the Master Emerald so he can't draw power from it. I'll keep him busy. Are you nuts? He'll crush you. Only if he catches me first.
If? Oh man.
He grabbed both of them by their heads. Oh, he's dragging him. I think this is a Broly reference, actually, from Dragon Ball Z. This is pretty cool, actually. If you guys seen the original Broly movie, there's a famous... he drags everybody, so I think this is kind of what that's referencing. Clunk. This is a dope move right here. I thought you were gonna distract him. Just getting warmed up, that's all. I hope everyone else is doing better than us right now. Yes, also Super Mario Bros. Z. Mecha Sonic is the one. Well, I think he's called Metalix in that one, right? He changed his name. Meanwhile.
Cover me?
Wait.
Gotta change this. Cover me. I'm gonna turn their big guns against them.
Whisper using the laser combo? Laser! Oh, that's dope. I like that. Very nicely done. This is so weird seeing Charmy just using his stinger. Like, since when? And then a shuriken, big ass shuriken from Espio here, and Vector is just tearing apart the ships. I've never seen Rouge with a bomb like this. I think this is like a Sonic battle reference, maybe? But she's just dropping him from the sky. We're not making a lot of headway.
But we're not losing either. Keep it up.
We need to work smarter, not harder. I've got a plan. Cover me.
Resistance, form up on Tails. He has a plan. Blaze, are you doing okay?
You even assume they have transceivers, I guess?
I'm holding my own. I'll join you all soon. The enemy can't harm me in this form, but they can slow me down.
Tangle's your favorite IDWOC? I love her personality. It's always very bubbly.
I can only maintain it for so long. And I'm running out of time. I have to finish my part of the plan now.
Here comes the final attack.
I must be careful not to harm the island.
Yeah, Rouge had the bombs in 06 as well. I can remember that now. Very subtle reference. This is a nice panel. Oh, she's about to spirit bomb him. Yes. Oh man, that's a beautiful panel. Incinerated, bro, and she's out of her form.
It is done. And so am I.
Passed out. Meanwhile, Undefeatable is such a dope song. I prefer Find Your Flame, but dope nonetheless. Okay. Just follow your dreams wherever you go. You're perfect in every way. I love to construct and make things that go. There's no obstacle that stands in my way. I am. I don't know who's talking. I was gonna say Eggman? Oh, gracious. I think it's Starline or Rough and Tumble, one or the other. Oh, gracious, you startled me. No, I get that a lot, but my name is Mr. Tinker. You're welcome to come in. Wait, sorry. You're welcome to come in. The only price for admission is a smile. Aha. The doc said you might be a little off. You're coming with us, old man. I'm not sick, though. You thought you had a choice in the matter. That's funny. No, but put me down, help. No, Mr. Tinker, don't go with them. Oh no, they stole Tinker. But he was so wholesome. Little wholesome Eggman. Adrenaline Dubs gave the 2 skunk Brooklyn accents, and it is perfect. I figured. I was trying to do the same there too. They just look like they would have that, right? I'm sorry, gentlemen. The one called Dr. Eggman is dead. Ugh. How could this happen? How could we let this happen? Back on Angel Island. I can only hold so much at a time, you know. Just a second. And ignition. Whoosh. All right, what does that do? Is he flying the... Okay, they hijacked a battleship here, and they're using the cannons. You figure there would, like... It's weird that there's, like, an untouched egg fleet after Sonic Forces. You figure, like, they would have destroyed most of this in the war, but... I guess that's the whole point of this arc, right? There's some leftover stuff that they have to deal with. All right, Charmy and Espio still flying above with Whisper in the back for support.
Hey, watch where you're flying.
Get the grab vector real quick. It's nice.
Good idea. A little more of a heads up would have been nice. Well, he was practically raised by Sonic, and he's not known for his patience.
This is an interesting line here. Practically raised by Sonic. You know, normally they call them like big bro, little bro, or like best friend angle or whatever. Raised, I think, is a strong word, but I mean, I think it fits, right? That's why she said practically raised, so I won't even like give this line too much flack. But it's interesting because in the original Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, you kind of see like Tails' backstory, and like Tails, I guess, is abandoned or loses his parents at an early age, and he ends up in a tree with a bunch of birds, and he falls out of the tree and hits Sonic, and Sonic raises him from that point on as like a baby and stuff. So you know, it's pretty cool, like that angle, like going back in time and seeing that spin on the story was pretty fascinating. Let's make them sound like master and apprentice. Yeah, more so, right? But you know, I think I saw that going around on Twitter too. Sorry, I was like processing if I saw that on Twitter recently too. Somebody was like criticizing the angle of like Sonic and Tails, like, oh no, they should be seen more as big bro and little bro. I forgot what the take was, but it was somebody upset on Twitter, which is something that happens every day, so you know, it's probably not worth going into.
Looks like we didn't need Shadow's help after all. I'm still gonna chew him out for bailing to do his own thing.
Yeah, Shadow sold out on everybody.
Good. I mean, why? We had a plan. And you did a very good job implementing it.
I like how Rouge like will compliment these characters from time to time as well. That's very that's very interesting characterization, right? She's not like a huge asshole. Which you can write her that way sometimes, but I do like her characterization in this comic.
Where is he? Knowing Shadow, seeking out the strongest threat he can get his hands on. Well, oh, this is a very long... It's like a lot of repeat panels here. Well, I guess Sonic and Knuckles having backup isn't a bad thing. Provided they don't trip over themselves trying to show each other up. Woo! Made it!
Tangle is enjoying this. Bro, we discussed her tail last time, and it's like a retractable thing. So if you pull at it, it will extend. So she has like this cartilage in her back that's like that can extend long. So I just want you guys to picture that for a moment. We already decided that's what that would look like. And then she would slowly have to like, you know, push the cartilage back in to get her tail back to the normal length. So just think about that for a minute. Okay. Sonic and Neo are going at it here.
Alright, let me get my...
We had like presets for these voices. All right.
Oh, you almost made it this time. Actually,
I actually do have presets, but I'm too lazy to program it now. So I'll do it before next stream so that I don't have to constantly keep switching the knobs for each. Wow, like, okay, so Neo's bitch slapping the shit out of Knuckles here. That's nice. A power tail extend, yeah, right? And Vector just dies.
I am disappointed, truly. You're defeated, and I didn't even need to unleash my final form.
I know Ian Flynn takes a lot of cues from Dragon Ball. I've heard his podcast, and he's definitely a Dragon Ball Z fan. So I'm not surprised that he's making light of some of these memes. Oh shit, it's the Chaos Sphere. By the way, if you guys are One Piece fans, this definitely might be a One Piece reference. So I know that's like supposed to be the Chaos Sphere, but like seeing it used in close range, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. But this might be a One Piece reference to Trafalgar Law's Gamma Knife. If you guys don't watch One Piece, it's okay. I'll pull up the exact moment. Like it's literally kind of the same, this shot. But it's more so like above. So if you guys see, like he's like stabbing directly into his chest and Metal Sonic is leaning back the same exact way. So I think it's definitely a reference to that. And he's using the Chaos Sphere in that sense. I've never heard Ian Flynn really talk about like One Piece at all. So, but I'm pretty sure like if you're a writer, you especially for like comics, I think you have to be reading that manga in some form. So yeah, that's a cool reference. I like that. It actually has the same color as the Gamma Knife too. That's pretty cool. Okay, back to it. If only that final form was a bit more trim, right? All right. So he stabs him in the chest. Shadow?
What?
And then like a nice little punch after that. Blah. Mark Ryan should voice Mecha Knuckles if he's in the movies. I think Sonic 3 has a very interesting problem to tackle. Like you don't want to introduce too many characters to the point where you're overwhelming your audience with new characters. So I'm wondering how many they're actually going to introduce, because Amy hasn't been introduced yet. But then again, like Rouge is a part of this, like the Shadow arc for like, you know, Sonic Adventure 2 and all that. So I wonder how many characters max they'll reveal in this particular one. Because I think the whole thing with Sonic 2, like they revealed Knuckles and Tails at the same time. And Knuckles being revealed actually like overshadowed Tails quite a bit. So hopefully like they get to explore Sonic and Tails' relationship and friendship a little bit more, give like some highlights to him a little bit more in the third movie. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. I know I've discussed that on stream before, but just an idea I have for Sonic 3. I think it should be limited to 2 new characters, if anything, and it's gonna be tricky, but I'm sure they'll be able to pull it off. They're decent directors and producers. Okay, so now we see the climactic fight here. What? Wait. What is Shadow doing there? So he punched him. I think Metal Sonic fired a laser at him and then he kicked it back. Is that what I'm seeing here? That's an interesting panel. Wait, he'll copy your biodata. So it wouldn't be enough for him to transform. He'd still get your powers and become that much stronger. Shh. Afraid? Move so I can get to the Master Emerald. Oh, man.
Did you not hear, Shadow? Or merely forget? Dr. Eggman upgraded me to this form. He removed that pesky limitation you counted on. You have given me the final piece. All I need is Sonic's biodata. Your biodata as the ultimate life form.
Let me see. Tails was introduced before Knuckles. Tails was at the end of the first movie. Yeah, I know he was at the end of the first movie. I mean, more so like they didn't give him time to breathe. I mean, they had like a 2-second cameo at the end of the first movie. And then by the time like he meets Sonic, they're meeting Knuckles as well. So they had like a couple of, you know, bonding moments. But after that moment, Tails is pretty much out of the whole movie. Like they kind of fight together at the end, but you know, the focus is off all of that. So there was just a lot going on in Sonic 2 where it was just hard to, you know, give Tails a little bit more attention. So we'll have room for that in the next movie, I'm sure. What did I just do? What did I just step on? Oh, okay, cool. This is some wire. Sorry, but Knuckles shoving Sonic and Shadow out of the way angrily is the funniest thing ever. Yeah, like they're just like going through it. They're arguing and everyone's like, move, I need to get to the freaking Master Emerald, bro. That's a good panel though. I like Knuckles' angry and frustrated faces.
Alright,
let me go back and reread this.
Actually, he removed that pesky limitation you counted on. You have given me the final piece. All I need is Sonic's biodata. Your biodata as the ultimate life form. And the Master Emerald itself!
Oh my god, he's transforming. Way to go, Shad. Thanks for all the help. Shad. That's also, this also sounds like Ian Flynn. I don't think Sonic would call him that. Shad equals Chad, right? I hope we get to see Super Sonic, Super Knuckles, and Super Shadow versus Metal Madness Overlord. Who knows? Yeah, like, will they introduce Metal Sonic in the next one? Who knows? Yeah, he's right there. We can get to him. This isn't over. Guys, I think a tactical retreat is in order. So he's using the Master Emerald and... oh yeah, it's the full transformation. He's melting down Eggman's statue to morph into his final form. I do like how Sonic is smart in the comics. Yeah, for the most part, he seems like a very mature version of his character. It's kind of different from what we saw in Sonic Prime, for instance. That was like my one critique, and people are saying it's just because of the whiplash in the situation for Sonic Prime, which it didn't bother me too much. Like I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes in the future, but he's like a lot more playful and hyperactive in Sonic Prime. It doesn't fully process situations as quick as I'm used to him processing situations. So, you know, hopefully we'll see some growth there in Sonic Prime, but it's not a huge deal for me. But yeah, this version of Sonic is like the more intelligent one. Well, on the bright side, you got your shrine back. What an optimist. That's my rumbling noise. What now? The Master Emerald has been cut off from Angel Island. Without its power, we're all going to fall into the ocean. And we see Metal Sonic transforming here to Metallic Madness. I always thought this form was pretty, like, it's cool looking, but it doesn't seem very efficient. You know what I mean? Especially if you're taking on 3 like smaller enemies. Sometimes size is not always power. Pause. There's a lot of panels here.
Now, Sonic, my loathsome copy, bow before your master overlord.
Look at this! Next time, everybody versus Master Overlord. Yeah, right? Steel type and dragon type. Definitely, that's what he would be. It's pretty cool. I like this shot. He looks like a freaking ostrich at the same time too, or like a stork. All right, so now we're gonna get into the next issue. I think, how many do we have left? 2 more, and we're done with this arc. So 2 more comics, and we'll call it a stream. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the stream so far. Am I moving too fast, too slow? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if everything's going well. And also let me know if this is something that you want me to continue weekly, because I'm enjoying it for the most part. My throat is killing me right now, so I know that I'll enjoy it more in like a healthier situation. But I wanted to finish this particular saga for Sonic IDW first. So you know, if you guys enjoy this, then I'll definitely do this every Friday, and then you know, see where as far as we can get with this, you know, before it gets stale. And then maybe like after like the next saga, I can switch over to Mario-kun or Pokemon or something, and we'll try it out. Absolutely brilliant, thank you. When did these comics come out? They came out 2018, so it's been exactly 5 years, because this was around January when this came out, I believe. So this is the very first saga. So you're not missing much. Now later on, there's gonna be more characters introduced and like some more character development and more intricate plot points. So I think this is just a nice little entryway into this particular saga, into this comic series. So I wanted to make sure that I laid the groundwork for that. I think the next one is kind of one of my more favorite ones. I like the next saga that's coming out. But yeah, we'll start that next Friday, maybe. We'll see. All right, so this one's written by Ian Flynn again. Tracy Yardley is going ham on the art. So more art from Tracy here. A quick recap. These would drop monthly, by the way. So just as a heads up on like how long it took for each of these to get published. So I think we'd be like 10 months in at this point. Is it monthly? Well, the first few issues I remember were like weekly, or they released them in batches, and then it went to a monthly pace after that. So I think like the first 5 were weekly, and then they started doing it monthly after that. So, oh yeah, everybody hit that like button for me, please. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'll just be totally honest. The like button helps with YouTube algorithm stuff. YouTube is like so like strict on how they pick up your streams and like how they pick up your channel and all that. So like if you guys are ever watching any of my videos, like a like button and a relevant comment helps me get discovered by like more people that, you know, wouldn't have discovered my channel if it wasn't recommended. And that seems to be like the biggest route for growth for the channel right now. So yeah, you know, you don't have to, because I'm guilty of not liking some things too. Like I'll watch an entire video and not like it. So I'm not trying to like villainize anybody that does that, but yeah, just real talk, it does help a lot. YouTube has like these tips on the creator side that you can read, and it's like, yeah, like likes are the thing. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, help your boy out, and thanks for watching. Where did I pirate this from? I actually bought these. This is on Amazon. So this is totally legal. What I'm sharing with you right now, I paid for every single issue. So I'm sure you can find some places to pirate it, but this is actually totally legit. I'm reading this on an Amazon Kindle right now, or the Amazon Kindle desktop app. Also, welcome Carrot Snatch. Let's see, if you're going weekly, you should read The Last Ronin. All right, so I got to start taking suggestions for new things to read every week. Dope. What if I become a live reading channel after this? It'd be crazy, right? Angel Island is in free fall. That reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls intro. The city of Townsville is under attack. If you guys remember that. A remote and mysterious land that floats through the sky thanks to the power of the Master Emerald. Now I gotta get my little pitch up. There we go.
Why is the island falling? Did destroying wings do this? Blaze! Grab on! I'm sorry, I didn't know completing my mission would cause this. No, if the island is falling, it means something happened to the Master Emerald.
On the plus side, he's not in a super state anymore. I like how Sonic is always looking at the bright side of things here. Is Silver related to Shadow? He is not. No. Everybody was kind of hypothesizing if Silver was related to anybody in the past, but he's like so far in the future that it doesn't even matter at that point. Like he'd be so far removed from that particular hedgehog that it doesn't even matter. So I didn't even think they went that route. But I'm sure that I'm sure Sega wanted people to speculate for a while. Canonically, they aren't, but it's kind of implied. I like to headcanon them as related. Yeah, even if they are related, it's just very, 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 very distant. But I forgot what source material even hinted at that. But yeah, as of right now, there's no relation canonically. There's a cool shot right here. I remember seeing like a theory video on that on somebody's channel like ages ago. I don't know if it was Game Theory. I don't think it was Game Theory, but it was like that was a very long time ago. It was probably like 7+ years ago that I watched that. So I'm never going to remember who did it, but I know someone theorized that a while back. I disagree. I actually believe Silver might be a descendant of Amy. See? Hey, could be anybody, right? Okay. Amy, do you read me? Neo took the Master Emerald and transformed. Please tell me Burning Blaze is still around for heavy support.
Things have gotten much worse. Is there any chance you can transform again? I'm sorry, but I cannot. The Soul Emerald's power is diminished for now.
Come on, you're trying to drain every little bit out of Blaze as you can, guys? It was Black Knight because Lancelot Shadow had a Night Sun. Silver. Oh yeah, that's right. Silver was Percival. Yeah, I don't think that's a concrete. I think they were just playing around with it, right? And I don't know, but hey, like the world is their oyster at this point. You have Ian Flynn at the head. If they want to expand the canon, they can definitely introduce some plot point later on. So we'll see. I think they're trying to rework Shadow. Like I definitely think Shadow is going to be in the next game and take a more important role overall. Like you guys can quote me on that. I'm pretty damn sure. After all of the Sonic Frontiers DLC is out or whatever, I'm sure they're going to be working on the next game, and whether that's like a Sonic Adventure remake or whatever, that I don't know. I don't think they're going to be doing that, but if they're making like a brand new title, I am willing to bet that Shadow is going to take a larger role in it. Also, they're going to switch out some characters, so I don't know if they're like Tails and all of them are going to be back for this next one, but I think Shadow's definitely going to be in it for in some form or fashion. That's my best prediction I can give you. That's a no on Burning Blaze. And we don't have the Chaos Emeralds, so no Supersonic for me either. I actually like how they left the Chaos Emeralds out of this particular arc. It's a nice choice on their part, because like having Supersonic and Burning Blaze like tearing through everything in this particular arc would have been a bit of overkill in my opinion. Big Boss coming through, man. Big Boss. Another $1 from Big Boss, bruv.
Goomba! Walk tall, be proud. Go Goomba!
Join the Goombas! I don't know if I want to change that donation alert now. Now that I'm doing more Mario content, it fits so well. Thank you, Big Boss, bruv. You know, normally I'd take a shot for you, but I'm trying to protect my throat at this point. Getting rid of like a little lingering cough, so I will do you know what, I said I would do a push-up for every $1, but since you donated $1, I'll just do 10 for it. Screw it. Let's get it done. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Alright. Good, bruv. Oh my god. Okay. Are we good now? Shit. That was actually harder than I thought. Maybe your boy's getting out of shape these days. Is my camera in the right? There it is. We're good. Let's see. Can you imagine if Super Neo Metal did Chaos Blast and used the Master Emerald's power to trap his enemies inside in seals? I mean, based on like the bio data he has, this guy can do a lot more than he's letting on, and he's not gonna do any of that. So, what do you mean? That would help the germs get out. Burn them all. Burn them all with some alcohol, right? Douse that shit. All right. Thank you again, Big Boss. I appreciate you, bruv. Everybody give a round of applause. Big Boss is the legend of this channel. He's been watching me for years, and like, man doesn't even say anything in the chat. He'll just pull up, drop his donation, and silently lurk in the background for the rest of the stream. So he is he's the myth, the legend. That is Big Boss. So for you guys new to the channel, that guy is quite the mystery around these parts. And he'll always like put the same emoji every time. I can show you like the records of his contributions. It's amazing. All right. I will not lose to that thing. Okay. Got it. I have a plan.
I gotta do. Alright.
I will realize Dr. Eggman's dream of a global empire. And nothing you can do can stop me.
Man, he got all three of them in one grab.
Come, let us join the rest of your feeble resistance. You'll watch as I destroy them.
Yeah, right? Scooped.
Witness Angel Island dashed to pieces. Then I will show you the mercy of a swift demise.
Yeah, I think there's like a voice. The voice crack.
I will give you a swift demise.
Oh man. Is this part of your plan? It is now. All we need to do is rip the Master Emerald out of his chest, take away his power source, and we save Angel Island. And Master Overblown here is taking us right to the cavalry. Nice and simple, I like it. I'll focus on the Master Emerald. Just keep Neo Master whatever busy. Cool, Shadow, we need to bust up the wings and drive him down to the island. Close the gap. Understood. Tails? The giant Robo-Dragon is headed right for us. No. We're heading right for him. Hey, yo, Tails is ready to... Yo, Tails is fucking strapped, bro. You see Tails over here? It's headed right for us. No. It's, hold on, I got a good sound for this. We're headed right for him. Hold on, we need some gunshots. Need some gunshots for Tails right now. Let's go with this one. Oh, that's kind of weak. I was expecting better ones. I'll have better gunshots ready for you guys next time. But Tails is ready for all the smoke. I love that. Sonic needs our help, and if we don't act fast, Angel Island will be lost. Tell Amy to get everyone on deck. I'll get us as close as I can. Man, I hope we're getting hazard pay for this. Boom, bada boom, gunshot, pow, bada bap bap. Pow, pow, pow. Curse splat. There it is. All right, that's my gunshots for now. Amy, new plan. Take out that thing's wings and drive it down to the island. I'll handle the rest. I'll take the left wing, you take the right. Be quick about it. Before things somehow get worse. But please don't do this. I have no money. But I can repair something for you. Fix your sink, toilet, bookcase. I love how they like tortured Eggman back into existence, bro. This is terrible. Give it a rest already. You sure this is supposed to be Eggman? Cause he's not impressing us right now. Have faith, Tumble. That's him. Maybe you'll listen. I'm not Eggman. My name is Mr. Tinker. Oh, you certainly think it is. Trauma from your last defeat, no doubt. Oh wait, wrong person. Get a good voice for him. Trust me, dear doctor. I've made my career out of studying you. Dr. Starline. Oh yeah, welcome Dr. Starline. So this is also an OC, but he's a fucking duck. A Dr. Starline is a duck, I think. Is he supposed to be a duck or just a random bird? I always saw him as a duck. But don't worry. I intend to fix that. I will restore you to your former glory. Dr. Eggman will be reborn. But I'm not him. I don't want to be Eggman. Yeah, so this is a new villain exclusive to the comics. So this is his very first appearance here. And he certainly wouldn't want you to be. Just lie back, relax, and think of Eggman Land. As they reprogram his face. Yeah! That was hard in my throat. Shit. Meanwhile.
Ugh. Bothersome insects.
He is a platypus. You're totally right. Cool. He reminds you of the evil version of the Scottish chicken from Chicken Run. Everybody's combined strength might do it, but no way Ugly here is gonna let them get close. So I better do the one thing I do best. Tick Metal Sonic off. You called me your loathsome copy, but last I checked, hedgehogs didn't look like 50-foot tall dragons. Man has a point. And we aren't made of metal, or have the Master Emerald as a pacemaker. And I kinda came first, so...
I am Sonic. Perfected. I am more than you will ever be. I am... Ugh!
Nice one, Whisper. 10 points for dramatic timing. Resistance! Charge! Hey, this is a dope scene right here. I love how many flyers they have on their team. How does Charmy manage to lift the two of these guys? Technically, Blaze should only be hovering. Okay, I'll let this pass. Amy just jumps very high. For some reason, she can leap, and she didn't need anything to help her fly here. It's just the power of her hammer. And then Rouge is holding up the two of these people. I love how Tangled is like has this sniper's hook, this hang glider hook for her. Yeah, Avengers Assemble. Where's the sound effect for that?
Be gone, parasites.
Did Knuckles relay the plan? We know what to do. Just buy us some time while Tails gets into position.
Can do.
Oops, wrong. Can do. I mistook my Sonics for a minute there.
Ugh. Oh, this hurts. Oh no, there's bombs in my pipe. Oh, my tailpipe. Oh no, stop. Ah! Oh, God, I got shot in my butt. Oh my God. Oh, this is terrible. No, Knuckles, don't touch that. Oh my God, Silver, please, you're ripping my wings off. That's my most sensitive area. Ugh. Please, don't melt that. Tangler, please. Everybody back up, please, no. Ugh.
Alright, sorry. I was getting a little excited there. Almost. Yo, Knuckles is determined to get that thing out.
Enough!
I think, is the emerald out? Oh, this is like the socket that it's in. So he manages to kick everybody off. All right, Rouge. Shadow finally using his air boots. Rouge leaping to save Espio. Tangle is grabbing onto a wing here. Vector and Amy up top. I can't carry everyone. What are we gonna do? Don't panic. It's gonna be okay. I've never had to reach so far in so many directions. Focus. Focus. I can't let them down. I actually like this shot. I don't know why, but it's a nice shot. Hey, MVP Silver right here. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Charmy holding on to Sonic is definitely new. But hey, that's if you want to see character interactions with characters that rarely interact within the games, this is the best comic to see that. I mean, well, maybe the Archie comics do it too, but I don't know. That sounds like a rabbit hole I don't want to go down yet. But yeah, this is a good move from Silver here. This is pretty damn cool. Uh-oh, look out!
Oh, who did that? Oh my god, that hurts.
Haha, direct hit! Now engines full ahead. Okay, I like instinctively wanted to say full speed.
Unworthy child.
Come on, move! This is a great phase right here. You got it out. Boop. There it is, and Metal Sonic is done. Look at this face. That's amazing. I love that shot.
No! My Master Emerald. My chest. My wings. Ah!
And he takes it right back to the altar. Boom. And Angel Island gets right back into the sky. Look at this content. 3 cheers for our boy Knuckles, man. Well done. Well done. Put me down. Let me go. Tails, you okay, buddy? Tails? Dude, that was amazing. Haha, thanks. I don't think I want to do it again anytime soon, though. Don't worry. We're Sonic heroes. I'm just kidding. I think the fight is done. And Metal Sonic is defeated. Everybody pulled up and did their part. This was a team effort overall, with Tails and Knuckles for the last hit. Woo! Case closed, boys.
Alright, I gotta put this back.
Do this?
Take off the robot. There we go. Is this what it's always like for you guys? Pretty much. Can we hang out all the time?
Turn my pitch down a little. Thanks for joining our team today.
Yes, you were excellent. You're welcome. Not even gonna stick around for the after party? That's so you. See you around.
I like this shot too, by the way. How's it feel to be back home? Good. Real good. Metal Sonic? Offline. It's over. Metal's delusions of grandeur got knocked out of him. Eggman is a reformed handyman. The island's safe and the world is saved. Speaking too soon. I'd say today is a good day. Haha, yeah. The first round of the procedure is complete. Tell me, are you feeling more like yourself, Dr. Eggman? Oh, shit. So now we're gonna see a little bit of the aftermath. So that was the end of the battle for Angel Island. All right, so we're gonna do one last issue here because the next arc starts after that. So I'm gonna just kind of wrap up the entirety of this saga and kind of show what's gonna go down after. See, we have on the cover Metal Sonic wrapped in chains. So he's imprisoned here. I really think this is a cold issue cover right here. Let's see. I think it's okay. So it's back to Evans. Oh, it's Evan Stanley and Tracy Yardley working on this. So we got 2 artists on one in this particular issue, and it's still written by Ian Flynn. Them drawings though, right? You saw those copies. No, Sonic, he's not reformed. He's just been rendered harmless. Oh boy. So it properly begins. Yes. So I consider that first arc quite the warm up. I think what Ian, like the story really starts to kick off after this. So I'm gonna set the stage for that, and then next Friday we'll keep going. They're both your favorite artists. Yeah, they're very talented. See, Starline is the next villain. Not as of yet. They actually hype him up for a while. He's gonna be around, but he's not gonna be the main villain for some time. All right, so let me get it back to guided view here. Okay, I've confirmed the damage from our fight. Loss of the Master Emerald reverted Metal Sonic to his basic abilities. I finished the last of the necessary repairs. Are you sure you want to do this? Bro, they have this guy like crucified right now. This is crazy. I'm sure. Wake up, Metal Sonic. I really love how Metal Sonic looks here, by the way. This is like very detailed. Like you see all the scuffs on him, and along with the chains, I don't know, it just fits very nicely. This is a nice touch. And then it's like the shadows casted on him here is pretty nice. I just wanted to show that off for a little bit. He's not gonna be happy about this. Probably, but I think the odds are on our side. Sonic, no, look out! I'm just kidding. Morning, sunshine. Take it easy, you. Yeah, he's like immediately grabbing for his neck. I mean, what else did you expect, bro? As I was saying, take it easy. Tails fixed up the worst of the damage, but you're in no shape to fight. We're compassionate, not stupid. Did he break the chains though? It's over, man. Eggman is done and you don't owe him anything. You have a chance to live your own life now. Be your own person. Robot, whatever. I'm not asking for us to be best buds. Heck, you can live on the other side of the planet for all I care, but can we at least call a truce? Give peace a chance? He broke out. Should have reprogrammed him. So yeah, that's a good point, right? So this is something within Sonic's like IDW character that a lot of people are debating, and we'll see more of this later too. This is all gonna bubble up into a certain arc later on, but people have criticized like the writing of Sonic's character here, like the idea of waking up Metal Sonic to ask if to convince him to be his own person and like do whatever he wants. But you have to like set it into context here, right? They think that Eggman is like permanently done for. Like he's Mr. Tinker now and he's turned over a new leaf. So I think that he's just trying to see if he can coax that out of Metal Sonic as well. Though if he's programmed to follow Dr. Eggman, you know, fat chance that that's gonna happen. They need like Tails to reprogram his ass for that reason. They've done it before, I think with Gemroll or something. So I think I find it silly on that front, but I don't think that this is too bad of a panel, right? Sonic's at least trying, and he knows like if Metal Sonic gets out of control, he can stop him. So he's giving him his chance to do that. Like what's the other option is just to have him off and eternally prisoned. So, you know, I respect this overall. And I think this was also done in the Archie comic as well, because they also like made a friend out of the Metal Sonic in that one as well. And then he became like a totally separate robot called Shard. I read up a little bit on that one too. So I think that's kind of what it is. I think people were being mad at Sonic being too nice, which like, what do you want? Like a raging asshole, you know, like that's why I don't know. People are like writing essays on Twitter about this. And it's like, honestly, that is within Sonic's nature, knowing that he can stop these enemies. And he's willing to give them a second chance. Like He's not out here just killing everybody, right? Is that the alternative? And it's a comic book series, an ongoing comic book series. Do we want to see Eggman go to jail and then he has to bust out of jail somehow or whatever? Or do we want to see Metal Sonic like shackled up and then you got to let them go again? I mean, instead of doing that repetitiveness, I mean, I think this is another angle that they could take. I don't know. I honestly don't see this too out of character. And it's been done before in Archie Sonic. We kind of see this like in Sonic and the Black Knight with Merlina. Though a lot of people say that he was very cold to Merlina at the end. He did what he had to do in that moment, but it wasn't like this doesn't seem very different to me in my opinion. So I'm just setting the stage for that. We're going to talk more about that in future issues. It's just worth talking about in general. I like the idea of Sonic seeing what may be the end of his long fight with Eggman and trying to give a long rivalry a courteous send-off. Exactly. So I think you worded it better than I did, right? I see what the intention was here. They're trying to explore something new because Sonic doesn't have to be the same person constantly. And you can build on this heroic aspect of Sonic and even make this a flaw because there's going to be characters that call this out later, this is why I know it was intentional. This is not something that was missed character-wise. This is something that he's building into these plots in particular. I just feel like it wasn't even worth critiquing that, you know? Sonic is Spider-Man and Beam the Dynamite is Deadpool. That's such a random person to pick, but yeah, I would say Sonic is more of a Spider-Man. Sonic is definitely no Deadpool. He is more like Spider-Man. And you guys see like in Spider-Man comics, he's always very compassionate and tries to save the people because they're villainous out of a certain need. You know what I mean? Most of the time. Anyway, so he tries to shake his hand again. I think like Metal Sonic's considering it for 2 seconds here, but yeah, I don't think it goes very well. Slap. Yow. Jerk. Now, letting him go though. I don't know the reasoning behind that. Are you okay? Yeah. Shouldn't we go after him? Nah. We did enough. We gave him the choice to live how he wants to. We've got to honor his decision. I would like monitor him for a bit though. Who knows what else he would be like planning after that. I guess. At the very least, he doesn't have Eggman to repair or weaponize him anymore. Which is also a good point. Meanwhile, I don't understand. 3 sessions later and he hasn't regained his memories. He's begun gravitating toward his old machines. But not his old personality. Ho ho! He's so proud of his freaking Oh yeah, so he's gonna get into PTSD for looking at this this hedgehog-shaped hedge? Head-shaped hedgehog? No, it's the other way around. Hedgehog-shaped hedge. This has gotten old, Doc. When you sprung us out of jail, the deal was to get you Eggman, and then he'd make weapons for us. We're gonna need some serious firepower if we're gonna get our revenge on Sonic. Not that we need it, we're tough enough as it is. Right, it's just for overkill. Yeah, insult to injury. Lots and lots of injuries. Gentlemen, and I use the term loosely, I will restore Eggman's personality. You will get your weaponry and your revenge, but perhaps he just needs some kind of emotional or mental trigger to jumpstart his old self. Oh, I know. How about you threaten us, boss? Nothing cheered you up like saying you'd dismantle us. Or perhaps you'd like to review a list of eldritch creatures you'd like to resurrect, and then lose control over. I think they would sound better with the megaphone, but I could try it next time. Hedgehog, get it? What kind of monster would program you with emotions and then prey on them? No, I will take good care of you.
I'm confused.
Turn my pitch down to normal.
I'm confused. Is that a threat? It didn't sound menacing this time. Are we sure we want the old boss back? Uh-oh.
Who's pulling up now? Metal Sonic. Man, that shit sucked, bruh. Are you guys you guys good? Oh, you poor thing! Hold still. I'll have you prepared in no. Field test and battle hardened. You're my finest creation, Metal Sonic. How dare that Sonic damage you? We wouldn't recognize a work of art if it punched him in his face. You'd punch him in the face, right? Attaboy. I love the thumbs up. It's cute. I love how like it's so quick. Oh my god. I forgot like how quickly the transformation was. This is great. When did I get here? Who are all of you? And who dressed me like this? Finally. Ah, well, it was nice while it lasted. Please, allow me to introduce myself, sir. I'm Dr. Starline, a kindred spirit and a deep admirer of your work. Well, at least you know your place. You, keep talking. Metal, get on the table too so I can... Is this a typo? Get on the metal too, so get on the table too so I can fix you. I think that's a typo. Get on the table too so I can fix you. Orbot, Qbot, get me some real clothes. All right, well, let's get an RIP in the chat for Mr. Tinker. But please, everybody, welcome back Dr. Eggman. About that, sir, you lost your memory, your whole personality, after your last battle with Sonic and the Resistance. Pass me the Penta Module Recombulator. I think I pronounced that a little too well. Right away. So we find out that Starline is actually like an Eggman fanboy, which was a nice like twist. I thought that Starline was gonna try and hypnotize or like overcome Eggman. But yeah, it turns out that he's a Eggman fanboy. You wound up in a remote mountain village. Using my own unique methods, I located you and had my associates here rescue you. What associates? That's our cue. You better be humble. You're in the presence of Rough and Tumble. All right. I love the dab here. Do they always do that? Unfortunately, they're violent, stupid, and hate Sonic. Oh, but they're violent, stupid, and hate Sonic. Perfect minion fodder for you, sir. Oh, hate that hedgehog, do you? What do you say I hook you up with some delightfully destructive devices and send you after that rodent? Now you're talking. Just give us the hardware, Doc. We'll handle the rest. You better not disappoint. The last group I hired didn't last long against Sonic and Shadow. He's talking about Infinite's old Merc team. This is a nice little reference. Look at the combat suit over there. Tinker is dead, but his ghost shall haunt this comic. Yes, we're not done with Tinker as of yet. One last question, and I should be up to speed. How did you get me back to my glorious, ingenious self? I administered neurostimulants and aggressive hypnotherapy to get you back to your senses. As for getting here, I used the power of the Warp Topaz. So now that's the first mention of the Warp Topaz, which is going to be our next mystical jewel within the IDW comics. So this is exclusive to IDW up to this point. With the what was it? Warp Topaz, a unique gemstone I've spent my career researching. It's not like the Chaos Emeralds. Their power is chaotic and can change given the situation or their usage. No, the Warp Topaz can warp space to create gateways to other places, which I'm not sure, isn't that similar to the Phantom Ruby? Provided it has a power source. We still don't know everything there is to know about the Phantom Ruby, to be honest. Based on like what we got from Sonic Mania and Forces, it's a little weird. Hard pass. I've had my fill of strange new magic stones, which is a reference to the Phantom Ruby. I thought you might say that. That's why I took the time to secure something you're more familiar with. Consider these my apprenticeship application. You just like randomly got the Chaos Emeralds all 7, bro? You know how difficult that shit is for me in these games? Golly. Did the warp topaz need to exist? I'm gonna be honest too, it's not my favorite MacGuffin in the IDW comics, but they don't lean on it too much, and it seems very exclusive to our boy Starline here. So you know, it's fine thus far, but yeah, like introducing this was just a little weird to me too. Oh ho ho! Welcome aboard, Starline. You're my best lackey yet. I'm trying not to go too crazy with the voices, otherwise I destroy my whole throat for the night. So later. Yo, Nux, I just did a couple laps around the island. Everything looks intact. I love how he goes back to sleeping on top of it. I miss this Knuckles, man. This is the first time we saw Knuckles back with the Master Emerald since at this point in time. Man, Sonic Adventure 2? No. Sonic Advance. In Sonic Advance games, he's around the Master Emerald. And Sonic Battle to an extent. But that's a long ass time ago. That's like the early 2000s. Tails says he can get the battleship he crashed into the Master Overlord to fly again. Was the Master Emerald in Sonic 06? I can't remember. So we're all heading back to the Resistance HQ. You coming? Nah, it's my duty to guard the Master Emerald. I'm staying right here. I figured you'd say that. Still, the offer stands. Thanks. If you ever get too lonely up here, let us know. Pfft, you'll cause some problem and bring it to my doorstep in no time. Huh, true enough. We have giant dimensional portal rings in this world. Something compact could be made from their power. You know, that's something that I want the games to explore in the future too, is the freaking rings. Explain the rings, because they're using they use it as a plot point in Sonic Prime. I talked a little bit about this last stream, and I made a video about like what are Sonic rings. So I've like compiled all the information on rings up to this point. Some people, I mean, I think it was mentioned in the Archie comics and like to an extent like the old Saddam cartoon that the rings are a byproduct of the Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald, one of the two, which is nice. I like that idea, but I'd love like, you know, an explanation for the large rings, because we see them used in you know, the Sonic movie series, which they've explained it to some extent, but also if you read like the comic books that are tying into the Sonic movies, you find out that like everybody around the world, like in the galaxy, seems to have possession of those rings. So it's not just like a Sonic thing or like a Tails thing. They have the rings available. And everybody seems to know how to use them to transport themselves around. So Earth is considered a backwater planet. I'm quoting Tails when I say that too. So very interesting comic book tie-in. Maybe I'll read that on stream one day too, once I get to it, because I have it in this collection here. The Master Emerald isn't in 06, and I don't know why Knuckles in that game is in that game. He does absolutely nothing. He's just a background character. Yeah, I remember like he was just in there just to fill the quota, I guess. So you have to remember, like Sonic 06 was like the next gen, the next big thing for Sonic. So I think they just wanted to have the whole cast in there just to like be a part of their big game for that generation that was coming out. There was a lot of people were excited for that game, man. It was crazy. That was a different time. In fact, I played the PS3 version and I got through it with minimal bugs, or surprisingly. So when I finished it, I actually enjoyed it at the time for what it was. I didn't think it was the best Sonic game ever, but when I went online, people were more or less enjoying it too. Like the forums are actually enjoying it, and then like a few months passed and everybody just shit on it, and then it kind of spread like wildfire on YouTube. And so now that was like everybody's favorite video essay to make after a while. Everybody knows that Sonic 06 is garbage, but why exactly was it so bad? And then you have like 4-hour videos based on that. Not knocking like, you know, quality YouTubers, but I'm just so tired of the video essay. Why your favorite movie sucks? Your favorite movie sucks, and here's why. I like, honestly, those things trend too much. There's like so, especially like for Marvel and Star Wars and Game of Thrones. Those are like the triad. I want you guys to find out how many people talk about season 8 of Game of Thrones in like a 4-hour essay. How many people talk about The Last Jedi and the Skywalker. What was the name of the last Star Wars movie? Fuck it, I can't remember. But that and Marvel Phase 4. Look at how many like YouTube videos there are just like bashing those things. It's wild. So I'm glad I'm on my little Sonic section of the of YouTube. Although I'm branching out to Mario a little bit and hopefully to other series. So I'm trying not to pigeonhole myself too much for Sonic, even though this is like what I know, you know. Anyway, what about the Resistance? You plan on leading them remotely, Commander? Oh yeah, I did take command, didn't I? Well, the war is over and Metal Sonic is trashed. There doesn't really need to be a Resistance anymore, does there? Consider it disband. I love how he's just lazy now, like, everything's over. I need a break. Just do what you gotta do. Sonic 06 was a soft reboot, yeah. So I always consider it in its own dimension, technically. Like it's pretty much like the same up to that point. Like the story is the same up to that point, but it's kind of like it's an own separate universe, in my opinion. That's how I take 06. Whatever you say, Nux. Catch you later. I'm out of here. Whatever. Get off my island. Knuckles. Amy, what you doing? Yeah, what you doing, Amy? What you doing over here?
Taking inventory of what's left of the ship. Sorry.
Thrilling. Find anything good?
Yeah. There's tons of raw materials here. It's just what the Resistance needs to help the reconstruction efforts.
Cool.
I know this sort of thing bored Knuckles to tears, so I guess I'll handle it. Haha.
Haha, yeah. And everything else, too. Nux says he's disbanding the Resistance. Surprise.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Just the lady we were looking for. Payday, payday, we... Hey, yo, it's time to pay up, Amy. I heard you're the new commander of the Resistance.
Payday what?
Yeah, you thought we did all that shit for free? The case of the missing Eggman is over. We found out what happened to the doctor, who was impersonating him, and helped him bring down the perp. Case closed. Our reward should be substantial. We're gonna get fancy takeouts. No more ramen noodles. I actually really like Charmy, man. Sometimes, like, I love when he just says some blunt shit.
What?
I'll leave this to you, Madam Executive of the Resistance. This ever happened to y'all at work? This happened to me a lot at work. We don't know who's gonna own this. I think TheMentok, like, maybe you should own this for now. Ugh.
Doesn't part of the Resistance count, being part of the Resistance count as anything?
Okay. Hey, ladies. About ready to head home?
Yeah. No. Maybe. I mean, sure, I miss home, but I'm on a flying tropical paradise. I fought a robot dragon and survived. The past few days have been so crazy and cool, I don't think I can go back to my old life.
What about you, Whisper? I feel like you've made some friends on this trip?
Oh, she's a riot. She just told me the funniest joke. Go on, tell him. You know the one about the toaster?
Can I find the most inappropriate toaster joke? Let's see. Dirty toaster joke. We're gonna find out what she said. I know okay, so this is the joke. This is the joke that Whisper told Tangle. Toaster, I want you inside me. Toast. That's hot. That's the joke that This changes everything. Look at her face now. That's what she said. All right, hold on. I'll give her one more dirty toaster joke. Oh, okay. I think honestly, this is what they're referring to. What did the toaster say to the bread? I want you inside me. Pause. I actually think that's what she's referring to here. I know Ian Flynn knows that joke. He seems like the type to read joke books. So there you go. That's the joke that Whisper told her. Sonic knows the one. That's why I was just covering her face. Yeah, this is definitely intentional. Bro, Whisper, why would you tell Tangle a joke like that? You just met. You just met. What'd I say? Just give her some space. Sorry, Whisper. I'll see you guys later. Are you sure?
Yes, it is for the best.
Hey guys, we should be shoving off soon. Didn't Mario talk about toast once? You mean all toasters toast toast? You know what they say. All toasters toast toast. Hotel Mario is my favorite Mario game. So I might do a video on it for April Fools. Then again, I guess you could use the Soul Emeralds to go home from anywhere, Blaze. And Silver can return to the future. However he does it. See, like, this is mentioned here. Like, how does Future get back from the future?
You're right. My work here is done, and the Soul Emeralds must be returned. I'll see everyone else home first, though.
I'm staying. I've got a nagging feeling the future I escaped from might still happen. Okay, issue 8. I don't think the real threat has passed yet. Oh man, don't make it sound so dire. We get to hang out more. That's awesome. Well, I guess if you have to put a positive spin on it.
He always does.
Magalore memes. I miss so much. I'm gonna have to buy the comics at this rate. Hey, support the comics overall. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, this is the last issue of this particular saga, so I'm gonna be done after this after I read this issue. But I'll leave the stream up. If you want to watch it after the fact, I'll have it here. It's gonna be unlisted, but I'll have it in my live stream playlist, and I'll make a separate playlist for all Sonic IDW live readings. So if you want to check that out and read it through, watch me read it that way, by all means. But hey, if you want to do this much faster than I am, you can always buy the comics as well. All right, and no one does it better. I'm gonna check up on a few more folks, so see you later. Where did you find that chair? Oh wait, my bad. I didn't mean to do the clap, my bad. I got my trigger fingers on the buttons here.
Eggman's private stash. I thought, why let it go to waste?
Yeah, but when does Eggman ever go outside?
Don't let the paunch fool you. He actually used to have a meticulous cardio regimen.
Huh. You think you know a guy. She is hinting at the fact that Eggman is buff as fuck. We'll see that soon. Are you back to spying once we're home?
I'm a girl of many talents. I keep my options open. Right now, I'm enjoying this tropical getaway and having a full view of the Master Emerald. I think honestly, this is
there's a Cowboy Bebop reference there too. Let me see if I can. Faye Valentine bikini. Okay, I'm trying to put this up without like being too inappropriate. There we go. So it reminds me of this particular scene in Cowboy Bebop. I don't know if you got inspiration from that or if it's just a reach, but Faye and her act the same too. They have a very similar temperament as well. So I'm getting the same vibe from that. All right, continuing. Where did you find that chair? Yeah, applause for the chair. All right, I gotta go back to that panel. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me read this again.
I'm enjoying this tropical getaway and having full view of the Master Emerald.
How you harass Knuckles on your own time is your thing. I guess Shadow's already gone.
He's even worse about it than you. But yes, he's gone. Never to look back again.
I remember the big swimming pool in the egg carrier in Adventure 1. Also, if you go up to the cockpit area in Adventure 1, he has like a game room and a bedroom area. So like 2 unused rooms that are just like a nice touch. You can find emblems in there. But I used to love like exploring the egg carrier and finding like little places like that. I think you need the light speed dash to get back there, but it's really cool. Well, tell him thanks for me. I'm betting you'll see him before I do.
Ha! Like he listens to me. But I'll pass it along if I get a chance.
Are we ready to lift off, Captain? You're right on time. Here we go. Isn't she on top of that, or is she on top of a different ship? Oh well. Way to go, man. You fixed this thing up in record time. Don't thank me yet. Eggman's tech is notoriously weird. I'm just glad we launched. You can thank me if we land safely. Man, I'd be off that thing if I heard that. If we crash, we crash. We've handled worse and come out on top. You keep saying that, because we keep proving it true. Here's to another adventure done in style, buddy. Yeah. Elsewhere. So the biodata Metal Sonic copied off of Sonic and Shadow was corrupted? How unfortunate. Perhaps you could reconstruct? No, the moment's passed. Neo did well, considering the lack of my brilliant leadership, but it's over. You love Cowboy Bebop and Faye, by the way. Faye was like my first my first heavy anime crush, man. Faye's a cutie, but then I've grown to love her for other reasons, and it's definitely a show I want to rewatch. I haven't watched it lately, so after the live action one, I wanted to go rewatch the real one. I'm also a big Samurai Champloo fan too. I originally liked Champloo better, but I need to rewatch Cowboy Bebop and see if I feel the same way. But it looks like he came so close. Why not? Ah ha ha! It's time for a change of pace. That's a Sonic Heroes reference or a Shadow reference? I can't remember. Does this mean you have a new plan in mind? Of course, I always do, but it will need time to test and prepare. Which is why I'm putting you in charge of keeping Sonic distracted until I'm ready. Of course, sir. It will be my honor. I know exactly how to lure him into an ambush. Is this some kind of sick joke? How are we supposed to use weapons like these? Oh, this makes a lot more sense. I can't wait to use this. I called up the schematics on file as requested, boss. Are you sure you really want to unleash that on the world? Oh yes, yes indeed. I've suffered quite the indignity during my last setback. Now the world will be made to suffer in return. Introducing the Metal Virus. So that ends the Metal Sonic, or the Neo Metal Sonic saga, and now we go into the Metal Virus saga next issue. I really like this panel, and Eggman will be taking the reins as the main villain once again. So we managed to knock that out in 2 parts. I think the next one is longer. Yeah, the next saga is a lot longer, but we'll do it like, I don't know, like I like longer streams, but I want to keep these relatively short, so we'll see how we split them up in the future and how that we'll go about doing that. But that ends the Neo Metal Sonic saga. I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. Feel free to, I'm wondering what the best way to let me know. I guess in Discord, if you guys have any suggestions for any other live streams and you're part of the Discord, go ahead and send me some suggestions, maybe in the video suggestions chat or something, of other live streams that you'd like to see for live readings, if you enjoy this type of content. So I'll be doing IDW probably for the next few weeks, but maybe when I decide to give a break, I'll do like, one of the Mario comics or something. And then after that, I'll start taking suggestions if this does well enough. So feel free to leave some feedback in the Discord. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and follow me there. You can send me a DM. So yeah, I'm trying to build my community a little bit more on Twitter. So if any of you guys are out there, please feel free to follow me over there if you haven't already. It's really hard to get that clout on Twitter overall. So I'm trying to work on that too. I'm trying to build up my social media a little bit this year as one of my goals to grow the channel. Lucas, thanks for joining. It's good to meet you, bro. It's been a great stream. It's good to meet you too. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you sticking around for most of it. Shadow and Friends, Magalore Memes, ZZ Carnotaro, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. King Raiko, Ethereal Dragon, Matt Jet 2K5, all of you guys, thank you guys so much. You guys make this worth doing. Like it's very hard to jump on stream because you never know how people are gonna receive you from time to time, and I've done a ton of streams already, and it gets a little bit easier, but you know, the feeling, you still get the nerves, you know what I mean? Like, is this really appealing to everybody? And you start to get in your head. So, you know, it means a lot when people shout out and kind of like support the things that I do here. So thank you guys very much. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow, the next video is dropping, next Origin Oracle. I won't spoil who it is. Let me just check the poll. Who did you guys think it was? 41% said Luigi. Very interesting. And that's with 51 votes. So I'm excited to see who pops up next. And I hope you guys like the video. All right. So thank you guys, everybody. Take care. As always, be safe. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The Prophet has spoken. Peace out. Later. Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. Take care.